was doing Hotel Fiction, and it got to the end and the audio, lost all the audio. Pro Tools crashed, lost it all. I was like, damn, you guys want to run that back? I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. All right, hold on. I'm going to set a few levels. Talking to yours for a few seconds for me. Get a little loud.
Keep talking into mine. Get a little bit loud. Probably won't get louder than this. Might be down to here. Somewhere around in this range of
beautiful
motion.
I'll be talking like this the entire time. I might get up to here.
Okay.
Might get down to here.
All right, JB.
And sometimes I get a booming voice, but it's most of the time pretty chill for the most part.
Yeah, pretty chill.
And it's
Pretty
right
gentle.
around in there.
Interesting.
If you can hear me nice and clearly.
Like a damn dream, brother. Sounds great in here. All right, fellas, you ready to knock into this thing?
Yeah.
How y'all been, man?
Good. How about
Great.
you, brother?
Good. Y'all been living the dream, it looks like.
Yeah.
Something like that.
For sure.
Was there enough dates on that tour schedule, man? That thing was deep, man.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a lot.
Was
For
it?
sure. Like,
And did y'all come home at all on the ride?
at the last like 2 shows, we came back for a few days before, like they were on the weekends of the last 2 weeks, so we were like, all right, let's just go back and
A little R&R,
chill for a
home
bit.
bed.
I'm gonna take a little break.
Well, I kind of jumped into it. You guys kind of tell the camera actually first, you guys name, occupation within the band, and age. They already know you're Josh, a repeat guest. I don't know if you guys know this, but I think you're episode like
Seen it one
39, and now we're on
Yeah.
like 89, so it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So let's run that down. Names, occupation, age.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm the drummer. I'm 24, and I do not go to UGA. I never have.
Flex.
And I'm Andrew Barton. I'm the keys player, and I'm 20.
And he goes to UGA.
And I go to UGA.
Worth noting.
I used to go to UGA. I've graduated this past year. I'm Josh Bennett. I am a banjo player and vocalist, and we are 3/5 of the Josh Bennett Band.
3/5, man. Where are the other 2/5? What are they up to?
Gabe is in Chile visiting his family.
Go. I
Which
really
is
like
super
it.
cool.
Traveling the country for your family is more important than this, I guess.
Oh, for sure, for sure. This little
We're trying to
shitty
get him,
podcast.
yeah, we were trying to get him on a PJ to get him back for this, but he wasn't biting.
Yeah, word. And the other fella?
Oh, Chase,
Oh, Chase, man. Break my heart,
Got like
Chase.
3 nails in his tires, some
3?
other stuff, and some other stuff. went
Somebody
wrong with his
really
car.
doesn't like him, man.
I know. I was trying to drive back to Atlanta to get him today, but then
Yeah.
he was like, "But I have to be here with my car to take it tomorrow morning." And
Oh, my
it just
gosh.
didn't work out.
Dang, man. Love that guy. I hate he couldn't make it. We miss you, Chase. He couldn't make the other one, too. He's like, or I think so last time. He's like, dude, I was so bummed I couldn't make it last time. So now he's 0-2, baby. And we're not running it back, Chase. This is it right here.
Last chance, you missed it.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll get you on every
Yeah, we can
6 months.
We're building up. 1,
Yeah.
just me the first time. 3,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna get the 5.
When Chase goes solo, that's when we'll get him. So anyways, man, kind of tell me what you guys have been up to. I would like to hear also how you 3 met, because I'm aware of you guys when Josh told me like the origin story sort of, but have not seen or would not be aware of like how you guys joined the band, that kind of stuff, your involvement and whatnot. So if you guys want to run that down, that'd be a good start, I think.
Yeah.
I met them all at Boar's Head open mic.
That's where you meet everybody in this town, baby.
Yeah.
Love it, love it.
I just got there, so I was trying to find somebody to play with.
Yeah.
I was playing with everybody.
Nice.
And it just went really well with these guys, so started talking to them and then realized that, nobody else really wanted me, so I kind of just stuck around.
As Cat, come on.
No, we did well together, so.
And you
Glad
said
to-
your occupation in the band was, remind me?
I'm the drummer.
Drummer. All right, how about
And-
you, meeting Josh?
So me and Chase and Josh all went to high school together.
Okay.
But Josh was obviously a few years older than us. So me and
Subtle
Chase.
flex there, okay. You were a few years younger than him.
So me and Chase played in bands together in high school. Actually, the first gig I ever played was with Chase.
Really?
And so yeah, we go back a ways, and then we kind of got to Athens, and the 3 of us started playing music together and got something going, and then we were kind of looking for a bass player and a drummer, so we found Aaron. And then there was a short period of time that I was filling in for bass. I played bass at 1 or 2 gigs, which was
How'd that go?
not.
Smoothly?
I played the notes, but it was nothing fancy.
Like, I can play the bass, but I can't play the
Yeah,
bass. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
He
You know
did
what I
good
mean?
enough for bluegrass for sure. Though.
Yeah.
He had that.
Okay,
Had the hop.
okay.
Had the hop. You know what I mean?
His hand's doing that over there anyway sometimes, right? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Josh, any comments on that? How you guys all got together? What was it like getting him in the band? Was there any like ta-da moment where it's like, this is my fucking drummer and keys player right here. I found him. Or was it just like, these are the homies?
Like,
What was it like?
well, I've never been in a band till this band, and so like when we all got together, I was like, man, is this really how it feels? This is so freaking cool, dude. Like, and we started jamming together. I'm like, oh, there's just like this sort of life that was brought into me just by even just playing music with these guys by ourselves in a little tiny apartment, you know what I mean? And so like once it all like really came into fruition, like this band like just gave me a whole new sense of like being, you know what I mean?
Like a, what would I say? Meaning?
Yeah.
Depth? And this is not you guys' first band though, right? You said you played with Chase. You your
I
first
played
band
in high school.
Played in high school?
Yeah.
So is it same kind of thing? Or are you like, oh, there's another fucking band. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
I mean,
No.
to be honest, in the very beginning, it was,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, but
See what happens?
pretty quickly it turned into more than that,
Hold on.
Saw that it was going somewhere.
I have to apologize to you guys. I completely forgot. I didn't even set the scene here, bro. We're in Clark's. I didn't even mention that. It's like went about like this is a normal fucking episode. Look around here, man. Want to give a quick shout out to Clark's. They're having us today in studio or in bar.
Yeah.
On location.
On location.
Huge shout out to them for having us. We're excited to be here. They're going to give us a few drinks. It's going to be a good time. We're going to hang out. So, yeah. All right. Sorry. Needed to throw that in there. Should have started with that. Anyways, so first band.
Yeah.
And what is it like for you guys to be like, all right, Josh wants us to join the band? You had already been doing solo stuff or no?
Yeah. I'd
So you
probably
already
been
had a
doing
name,
solo
right?
stuff for like maybe a year and a half.
Year and a half? Like releasing music or just like?
No, just like shows, open mics. Like I had like one show right before COVID hit. Like
Okay.
one real show.
Where'd you play it?
It was at a place in Marietta called Chesmu Cellars.
Sounds wicked.
It's pretty tight, dude. It's
Yeah?
a big space. Had a cool night. But yeah, that was like my only real like paid gig solo. Until
Okay.
like I started.
So
playing
at
with
that time, you're just
everybody
going by
else.
Josh Bennett, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Solo. So when you guys get in the band, do you like pitch at them like, yeah, you guys want to be in this band, Josh Bennett Band? Or does it kind of form? It's like we can't find a name.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much that. It's
Names are hard, man.
It's hard to sit on one, like just pick
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
there's obviously infinite and like
Yeah.
band names and like
Any that come close to making it or not?
not that I can really think of.
One sounds good, it sounds terrible the next week.
Yeah. All the good ones are taken. Well, I think Josh Bennett Band has a nice ring to it, though, because it's not like if it were to be like, I'm trying to think of an example, like Wim Tapley Band doesn't rhyme. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But JBB, Josh Bennett Band,
Yeah, it's a
like,
good
that is a
flow.
nice, you know what I mean? It's got a nice thing going on to it.
For sure.
So what did you guys think about joining, though? Is it like, all right, this is killer, this is the exact kind of music I'm trying to make? Or was it like, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I want to be in Josh's band, that kind of stuff, or no?
I mean, we just got to. I didn't even think twice about it, honestly. We were playing music, and that's what I love to do, and
Yeah.
so that's what I kept doing, and with great people. So
Yeah?
I couldn't really ask for much more.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Good
By
answer.
the time I joined, the lineup was a little bit different anyway. There were a couple other people in it, and Gabe wasn't in it yet. I think the first time I played, I know I did play with Andrew. The first time I played, we were with Andrew, Chase, and John, and then Josh sat in for like the last song that we all played together, and we started jamming that together. And I was like, this is kind of weird, but without saying exactly how, we figured it out.
Now I really want to know. I mean,
Well, like I said, the lineup changed a bit.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Understood. That happens
no.
with bands. That happens.
And like, we all have like different vibes. So like at the very beginning, it was like kind of like feeling it out, like playing each other's kind of music, like trying to mesh it all into one. So that's
Gotcha.
what probably took like the longest till we like started going out and playing actual shows, was like meshing together a banjo,
Yeah.
a keyboard, an electric guitar,
Yeah.
drums, and a bass. Like it just took a second to mesh it all, but once we like found that groove, it like it worked itself into just.
See,
like,
that's what
a
I'm wondering. I
magical-
guess was it like when you
little
guys
path.
met? Was it like? I guess not from what you're saying, but like obviously the genre is the biggest question, and the vibe, of course. When you guys meet and get together, it's like, all right, do I like these guys? Do I want to spend a lot of time with these guys? And do we like the same kind of music? Was that a problem at first? Was it like Chase is trying to play 99% Stevie Ray Vaughan, Josh is only playing this? You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal?
For a while there, it was like kind of what we all could learn, you know,
Okay.
what we all could like really like just play together. Like everyone kind of pitched their songs. A lot of the songs, like I was trying to also like show them like bluegrass because like except for like Chase like a little bit like and Andrew, you like bluegrass a little bit beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So Andrew was in the bluegrass and like so like learning how to play that, and then Chase teaching me how to play like blues, and then Andrew like just listening to how he works like a melody, and like my rhythm has become insane just from playing with Aaron. You know what I mean?
That'll do it.
And so like, and then how like Gabe is super funky on the bass, like that's helped me get funky on the banjo as well. So like the way we like work together to make our instruments work as one has like really kind of just made what it really like. What songs we even play, you know what I mean?
So great. That's so well put, because like when you're starting a band, I probably said this last time we podcasted, but when you start a band, you think that you want like 4 guys that like the exact same kind of music as you, but you don't. No. Low key, you don't. It's the blend of the 5 that make it, you know.
There's nowhere to go from there if you're already all like the same thing.
Yeah, if it's like the same fucking thing, it's like, damn, we're just gonna sound exactly like that. I'm gonna be playing Stevie Ray Vaughan tunes with Chase every night, which would be fun, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's the fact that you guys all like different stuff that makes bands, which is great. So would you agree? I mean, that was kind of the process for you guys on that?
Yeah, and like once we like learned songs we all like were like willing to play and like would like sound good, like we'd always be pitching songs, and like honestly a lot of the times early in the stages it was just like whatever songs we could learn the fastest to increase our set list and it still be good.
Anything
like,
in particular at the start you guys played that sticks out?
Can't you see?
Yeah, can't you see was always
3 chords. I mean,
Love it.
dude.
I think our first really big like paid gig, I think we played, it was a 3 or was it 4? I think it was a 4-hour set.
Right?
Damn.
Probably about 2.5 hours worth of music. We were at Pappy's Field playing a fraternity show.
Okay.
And I think we played Can't You See either twice or 3 times.
Repetition.
Each time
For
about
sure.
10 minutes.
This band really likes that song. Well, that's hilarious, dude. Damn, that fraternity had y'all working. I ain't never heard of that 4-hour frat gig.
It was big, yeah.
Damn, they're like, all right, let's put these guys to work. I love that. Well, okay. When you start playing, you guys are starting to progress kind of. When does Gabe come into the picture? Because the band goes a little while without him, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
He wasn't
Yeah.
actually there for that one at Pappy's.
Actually, so the day before the one at Pappy's Field, we had brought Gabe in and we jammed with him, and we were like, let's just see how this goes. And it was awesome. We were all like, we got to get him in the band
And he
ASAP.
played Boar's Head with us that night.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
our
that's
first
right.
actual real gig.
Boar's Head.
That's right.
And then next day was Pie Cap at Pappy's. Yeah.
Word. Okay, so full set at Boar's Head or open mic night?
Full set. Yeah.
He just hopped in that day on a full set?
Crazy. He was nuts.
Yeah. Well,
He knows what he's doing.
what's his story? How did he get playing? Has he been in any other bands?
He had never played in a band. He had played with one.
What?
He had played in high school with one group of like older men. He says. That's all I know about that, pretty much. But he just kind of like played bass in his bedroom.
Well, damn.
Kind of learned, and then
Josh like that.
I got it good. I've never even heard that.
yeah, that's what he says pretty much.
Yeah. It's his
Didn't he
track
start on
record.
Piano, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
He
Honestly.
looks like he's got that kind of way he moves when he plays. It's like a shimmy or something. I don't know. I like him. I was watching him at 40 Watt a lot. He's like, yeah, that's it.
He's
good.
always moving.
Like
bobbing.
Yeah.
kind of like he's chunking
Got the
along.
hop.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Got
talking
the hop.
about.
Oh, he's got the hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did that change degree when he joined? Like dynamic wise, anything interesting on that?
I think it like completely changed it.
Yeah,
like
flipped it
honestly,
around.
like I mean, you need a bass player, and like the bass player and the drummer kind of set the vibe like a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely
So, like,
steering the ship usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like the way Aaron drums, like we're kind of following him, especially when we're jamming. Like we're
Yeah.
like following his vibe.
Word,
because
word,
he's
word.
fire. And so is Gabe. So like we're like listening to like but their funkiness, you know, and
Yeah.
like going along with it, you know, and just like
Has there ever been any disputes on like actually before I ask that, what's the original to cover ratio in 3 hour set at this point? Probably like 75-25 or something?
originals to covers?
Yeah,
Like
or I
when
mean-
Gabe joined?
Yeah, well, I mean nowadays, like how many covers you guys playing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on the show. I'd say like an hour-long show, we're like probably doing mostly originals.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. Like 40 watt, mostly
Yeah.
originals when I saw you guys.
2 hours, probably close to like
50-50.
half and half.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's a lot of music to fill. A
Yeah.
lot of music. And you guys haven't been a band that long. I guess my question going off of that is, was it hard to like pick covers? Because you guys pretty much saying you all come from different backgrounds musically. Has it been like, oh, I don't want to play this, I want to play that, I want to play this? Has that been tough?
Just everybody
There's some
everybody
disputes.
throws in anything that like they feel like they want to play, and either
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody else picks up on it or they don't. And a lot of them will pick up on it and say, all right, let's try it, and then we'll play around with it and realize, maybe this isn't it.
Except for Seminole Wind.
So,
Yeah, sometimes
play
it just
it,
get
we'll play
ignored,
it.
but that's
Yeah.
cool.
But it's just, and a lot of times it also like it kind of sucks because I want to play a bunch of these
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
But like these words are hard. You know how it is, bro.
yeah.
These words be hard to remember. Like
Yeah.
Like I'm trying. I was talking to them like. Come Together by the Beatles. We've been able to play that song since the
I'm
advent
awful
of
with that one.
JBB.
Yeah.
But like I have no joke worked my hardest to try to get those
Yeah.
words down, but it's like I can't, dude.
because
There's
the
something wrong
verses
with
sound
them.
exactly the same. I've like botched
Yeah.
that song countless times at
Yeah.
open mics, just because like to me it's like they're not different enough. Does that make sense?
It's pure memorization.
Yeah.
Instead of knowing a story.
I know what you're talking about, man. Because like people bring songs up in practice, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of words. I'm like, damn, got anything else, man? I love you guys, but we got anything else with less?
Also, like when it comes to like deciding factors, like there's 5 of us, so it's an odd number, which is great.
Yeah, you got
So it's like-
got a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay. And does it usually come down to that? You guys are probably pretty usually centered, right? It's like,
We're
all right, it's obvious when
pretty
you guys
easy,
should play
yeah.
something, right?
Yeah, it never really is a 3-2 split. Any
Yeah.
like 3-2 split is pretty much a no.
It's like, all right.
That you're automatically pissing off at least 2 people. We don't want to do that.
And it's tough because, like, if it gets to that, it's like, all right, this isn't going to be fun to play because they're going to be pissed about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we don't want to ride that pony. But anyways, all right, so you guys start playing with Gabe. That changes the game. Gabe, at this point, what is the direction of the group is in? We're just going to play around Athens. What is the timeline on Gabe joining? I need more depth here.
So we started Josh Bennett Band, I believe it was November 2020.
2020, yeah.
Okay.
And it we didn't do much other than like a few open mics and jamming now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the start of the year hit, like called everyone up and I was like, yo, y'all down to get serious?
Down to
And-
run
Well,
this?
actually,
and
we started recording Be Mine in November of 2020 because I did it for my project for.
wait, I thought that was 2021. though.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. That was 2021.
Way,
Yeah, that was
a- that's a
way
year-
of
that's a
jump
year
in
in
the
advance.
future.
Okay. Wow, we've been together
Yeah, I
a
know.
long time. Time flies.
Yeah,
Year and a
dude.
half now? Would that be right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
about.
Yeah, well,
that's
you guys are
what I'd
making
say.
good ground. I mean, shit.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, I called them all up on what is it called? Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
And Aaron looked like he was so mad to be
Yeah,
there.
I just
was
got
like,
off a flight from fucking North Carolina. I had like an overnight flight and then a long drive home, and then I got there. It was like Zoom call in 20
Oh my
minutes.
gosh.
Great, let's go. Let's talk about
and
this.
his mic was broken, so he's just like looking in the camera, and I'm like, oh my god.
Josh was like, to piggyback off what you said, turn your mic on. So, I mean, how did that conversation go, though? It was like, all right, we want to do this thing, or we want to play Athens, or we want to, play everywhere? Like, what was the verdict of that? Was there one?
It was definitely, I'd say, like, let's just get it started.
Yeah.
See what we could do.
Yeah, a lot of
I
what I
don't
remember from that
remember
one
that.
is deciding on songs to like start playing so that we could play more than just open mics and stuff.
Gotcha.
We talked about like pricing, because we were like getting a PA,
Gotcha.
like stuff like that. Like
Okay.
just
Preparation.
logistics.
Yeah, like next step kind of things.
yeah.
Okay, and this was when again? Sorry, I'm trying to get timeline.
This is now January 2021.
Okay, so year and something ago. Am I doing
Yeah,
that?
about exactly a year and a half.
Yeah, and how did that
almost.
semester go for you guys as towards like getting gigs and getting going? Was it pretty instant, pretty slow, pretty like PA's expensive as fuck? Like, what was the deal?
Well, April 1st was when Gabe finally joined, and that's when like our first really big. That's when our first like real full book show was.
Yeah.
That was the weekend with Boar's Head and then Pappy's.
Word. Okay.
So it was like a 4-month prep of practice. To that.
Yes,
Yeah.
like getting your ducks in a row kind of
Like
stuff.
we were practicing hard. Like
How
each week
hard?
I was like texting like usually Sunday nights like what days are you available, and
Yeah.
we'd get anywhere between like 2 and like even sometimes 4 to 5 practices in a week.
Sheesh.
And when we practice, we we practice.
We go
Like we
hard.
play long and hard. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Really?
Like
Okay.
there's been several times where we've been up in Chase's like house for like 6 hours playing music.
Damn, brother. Y'all are grinding in there, man.
It's just what it's all about.
Y'all still practicing like that? Because as soon as we started playing shows, I stopped practicing like that. Does that make sense? Like the shows were the practice, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely been less often, like as we picked up more shows, especially like on this tour.
Yeah,
We're gonna play 3 times a week anyway, and then the time in between we're in cars, so there wasn't a lot of practice going on there.
Yeah, when you're on the road, the practice is over. You're
We
practicing
did
on
get an
Friday
Airbnb
night.
for like a span of a couple days, and we grinded in there too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
that
the
was
work on
great.
stuff?
We did a live stream there too. That
Oh,
was
I
fun.
fucking love live streaming on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram live streams are the shit, dude. We should be live streaming right now. I should have set my phone up, dude. 'Cause I'm a big fan of like getting on a live stream when you're on the road
Oh,
and
yeah.
just bored as hell, and like just literally just like if somebody gets on, you wave at them. It's like, "What's up, user 2967? How are you doing?" And they'll respond, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, got sidetracked there. When does the album/single start happening? Because I know Be Mine's not the first. Be Mine would have been the third single, right?
Be Mine's first. Yeah.
Be Mine's
Yeah.
first. Okay, and then Up at the Smokies. What's the
And
second
then
one?
Endless Race, and then Up
Okay.
in the Smokies.
Okay. So when does the progress of that start happening? You mentioned it was for your class or something, right?
Yeah, I was taking. Was it
Tom Lewis.
It was either Tom Lewis or David Barbie's.
Yeah.
I think it was David Barbie's music
Uh-huh.
production 2 class.
Goat.
And so I was like recording it, and I had like 3 weeks left in the semester to finish it, and we had like just started recording. So we had to grind for that for
Yeah.
a while, for a few weeks, and
Shit's doing 2 weeks.
we got it done, and I got an A in the class.
Yeah.
But then we changed a few things for the final recording and put it out.
Okay. What kind of things? Like overdub stuff?
I think the only thing we changed was we changed Chase's guitar solo to electric from acoustic.
Nice. Word. That makes sense. That boy's
Yeah.
got some fingers. He's pretty damn good on that electric guitar.
he's
You know what I'm
fine.
saying? So yeah, what was the process like on making it? Like, tell me where it was recorded. I don't think it was recorded last time you were on the show. Was it?
No, like
Yeah, like you didn't
we
have any
had just
music
got
out.
done with like our Smith show,
Uh-huh.
like when me and you like met and did the last show,
Uh-huh.
and then we had like a really good fall this past year, like
guys
just
killed.
like playing like
Huge.
everywhere around, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And then that's when like we like built up like the money and time and to
Yeah.
really focus on recording. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
So Be Mine would have been recorded where then?
So when I was in high school, my band wrote a whole album, and nobody knew how to record, and we didn't have enough money for a studio. So I just kind of learned how to record, and
Flex.
YouTube was my teacher.
Yeah.
And then I interned at a studio last summer. It would have been. So I had a little bit of experience going into it, and I moved all my recording stuff to my room, my bedroom, in my fraternity house. And
Word.
we recorded there, and we just I would bring one person in, and we would get that down, and then Chase would come dub in the
Click
guitar,
tracks and stuff,
then-
right?
Yeah, to a
Word,
click,
word.
and then after that. After we were done recording, I got the mix going and did all the edits. It was a lot of editing because when you overdub that many things, there's
Yeah.
a lot of little
For sure. Little fades.
tiny edits you got to do.
Yeah.
But we put it together, and David Barbie helped me out
Good.
with the mix
Uh-huh.
because I was in his class, and then we got Jameson over at Chase Park to master it for
Yeah.
us, and then we just put it out.
So you mixed it? Mixed which songs?
I mixed pretty much the whole album.
Damn, brother.
yeah.
That sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Not like flexing, but like, that sounded professional to me, so good shit, dude.
Thank you.
I like the vocals pretty dry. Like, I like how Josh's voice sounds. Sounds
Yeah.
really good. Sounds
Smacked
fucking
it.
fantastic. Yeah.
Killed it.
Good for you, man. That's fucking talent, bro. Good for
Thank you.
And definitely good utility in having the band. You might want to keep this guy around. This guy's going to save you a
maybe
few
we'll
bucks.
keep him.
A few bucks on the studio work now.
No, yeah,
Dude, honestly, I think
Barton's the
studio.
goat for that. Like,
yeah,
oh my
goat.
god,
Probably
Like,
saving about $3,000 in mixing. You know what I mean? Mixing ain't cheap. I think studios are overrated, man. You can do it at the house these days. Everybody's got a
Yeah.
studio. That's a
You don't
studio
need a
right here. Look at
studio.
that. Look at that.
My-
Stamp studio.
in studio.
Actually, that reminds me, we started off recording Be Mine as just a demo
Yeah.
track, and then we were going to take it to a studio.
Yeah.
But my goal with recording it as a demo was to prove to them that we don't need a studio, that we can do it ourselves.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, well.
It worked.
Huge flex. Prove it to these guys. Well, hell yeah, man.
He
That's,
even mastered some of them on the
I
album.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
What DAW are you using? DAW.
I
Pro
use
Tools?
well, I use a combo of Logic and Pro Tools. Mostly for this album, mostly Pro Tools.
Okay, so you guys took that template that you made for Be Mine and did the whole record like that, pretty much, right? Is that what you're saying?
We recorded I think 6 songs at Chase Park.
Okay.
And then we were gonna get somebody to mix it, but that didn't work out. So I ended up mixing most of the album in one night. I did 22 hours. We had played a show at Warehouse.
Oh,
And
man.
I got home, and it was a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Got home after that show, and we had to send them to the mastering engineer like Sunday, like by the end of the day that Sunday. So I stayed up that entire night mixing the whole album, except for I had done like 3 or 4 of them beforehand. But
Okay.
other than that,
Damn, Kanye.
it was not. If I had enough time to really do it properly, you know.
Are you kidding me, bro? It sounds great.
But-
If you hadn't told me that, I never would have
Thank you.
known, honestly.
It was fun.
I
It
took
was
a
a
bunch
lot
of
of
notes
fun.
on it I was going to ask you guys about because I thought it sounded fantastic. I didn't want to jump the gun, though, man. It sounds great. Good for y'all. I mean, well, shit, dude. Mixing. Damn, somebody hit this guy up for mixing, man.
Yeah,
Jeez,
if you
bro.
need to record,
Barton
hit me
Productions.
up.
That's a lot
Barton
of songs.
Records.
Yeah,
So,
Barton Records.
Was the reason you guys did it at Chase Park just to do like drums and bass?
It was so we all did it at once, like all 6
together?
or
Okay.
6 of the ones that we did there. Like we just wanted it to be some live takes, like all of us
Yeah.
together, and just knock it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not go to have to pay 3 days worth of studio time.
Exactly.
Like we practiced like crazy.
Yeah.
And Barbie was like, "Yo, if you have it all ready to go, like you can do 6 songs in a day." And I was
Easily.
like, "All right, let's try it." And so we did that, and it worked out nice.
I think that's underrated because a lot of bands are, at least bands I've been a part of and seen record. It's like, all right, let's get in the studio and experiment for a while. It's like, bro, when you're on the clock, like you could just
Yeah.
experiment
You
at
go and know
the
what you're doing.
expensive.
Yeah, go experiment in the practice room and bring it with you. I think it'll sound better if it's been road tested or something. You know. Then again, that kind of stuff varies, you know. But
Yeah,
so
I mean, how
what
it
was
goes
the
was like a one-day thing. Everyone learned it in like a day. And
Yeah.
recorded it,
really?
and then like I mean, everyone kind of knew the song.
We threw that one
Yeah,
on
we threw it
there
together.
very last
How
minute.
tough is it, you guys, to put together music? Like, what's you guys' process on putting together a song like "Be Mine" or something? Is it like JP writes it and brings it to you guys, or a drum part comes up that you guys play off of, or how easy is it for you guys to gel on writing songs?
Most of the time, Josh will bring like chords and lyrics and a melody to us, and we'll just throw around ideas based off that and come out with a song. That's how most of this album was written, but then since we've been on tour, we've been working on writing together a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more, so we're it's kind of, you know,
It's easier
just
said than done,
whatever
right?
happens.
You know what I mean? Because it's like somebody can bring in a full song on the guitar, and if the words aren't just hitting you, you know what I mean? It's like, well, shit, I don't want to just pretend like I'm ignoring his song, but like I don't have anything. Do you know what I mean? And I guess the words would be the X factor on it, making it out, right? Except for like interlude or something. You know what I mean? 'Cause there's no words in interlude, is there? No,
Yeah.
nothing, right? It's just Chase having at it.
Yeah.
That seems like a very Chase piece of music, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, Chase
I
does
like
that.
it. I think stuff like that makes it seem like an album, if that makes sense, which it is, obviously. But like 10 straight songs that are 2.5 minutes or something, like, seems like less of an album than if it has pieces like, oh, this is explicitly on here because this is an album. Yeah. So would you agree with that? Like, that's kind of been how the process has been for y'all?
I'd say so for the most part. You know, it's like he was saying, like it's cool that we've been writing some of these newer songs together because that really is like encapsulating everybody's vibe instead of like now, like, don't get me wrong, I've wrote a crap ton of songs. Like I have so many songs in the bank, but like I kind of only bring the best. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I have one borderline song right now that I've showed him like a few times, and it's like, yes, maybe. You know what I mean?
Usually,
but like,
if you have to wonder, it's like, nope. You know what I
the
mean?
problem is, it's not that it's a bad song, but it's a country song, and like
Okay.
it's super country.
How country are we talking?
We're talking
Bud Lights and
very
tailgates
country
or
now.
what?
And I'm telling you what, we like rock and roll around here. No, I'm just kidding. No, but
Strictly top 40.
But yeah, I mean, whenever I bring a song, it's got to be the best that I have.
Yeah,
I have a lot that I would never bring to this band because I know it's not good enough for us.
What ratio would you say make it out? I'd say, personally, I'd say 1 out of every 9 I write make it to the band. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a strange number, 1 out of 9.
It's weird, honestly, because like my best songs always have just come to me.
Just
you know
instantly.
what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I got to be ready with a pen and paper there. When I sit down and I try to write something, and it usually doesn't work out too well. Like sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Like there's one that we've been working on, the Island song. Like I like sitting down on that one because I like Aaron especially. Like he wrote the melody, and like we've been very meticulous with our wording and like. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't even. It's not really even close to done yet, but it's really good. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, with my songs, like every Be Mine, I wrote in an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, Endless Race, I wrote in like 45 minutes. Like it all just.
There's definitely some that if you don't finish right then,
gone forever.
See, you know what I mean? Which is a crazy thing, man. I have an ongoing theory that all the great ones happen in about 40 minutes. 10 minutes, something like that. But. What do I know? You know what I mean? But it's good to hear that you've had similar things happen, right?
Yeah.
That helps.
So I mean, I'd say with when I am writing songs, I'd say 1 in every 5.
1 in every 5. That's a pretty good ratio, man.
But I don't write that often because I don't want to like force.
Yeah, I don't understand how people go like in Nashville, like writers rounds and stuff. I don't understand how they just write every day or writers rooms. I mean, obviously it's their job, but like me, the tank runs dry, or like it's like you have to work up to it. Like you can feel it building. Do you know what I'm saying?
Need
like,
some inspiration.
There's not many things you can do every day and not be fucking tired of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Just end up doing the same thing over and over,
But for you guys, what's the writing process like? Is it pretty much just like, for the most part, bringing in what you can idea-wise, or jazzing what he does, or playing off Chase? Like, how do you guys fit in? You know what I mean?
Like you said, it'll usually come with like chords and a lyric and an idea for the song. So at least I'd say my responsibility there is to figure out how I can contribute to that and make it like something that we can all bring into, Because we start with just, banjo and vocal, or just guitar and vocal. We kind of all have to figure out how we can turn that into like a full band song. I think that's what we all try to do then. And it ends up, I mean, sometimes we just play along pretty much the same as what he brought to us, and sometimes it ends up changing much more dramatically.
There were any big disagreements on that? Like, no, it should go this way, or is it usually pretty like it seems obvious?
That was a discussion we had a while ago, actually, when we started having disagreements about like how things should go.
Yeah.
We decided that's just stupid. Like, why are we wasting time disagreeing on this? Let's just do it.
That's just not
Boom.
smart.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the good thing, like when Barton like mixes and like records things so well, like we can like hear like so many different options like at the touch of his fingers. Like here's this option, bam, 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 and like we all listen to it and we're like, most of the time it's like, oh, that one. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like we had to talk Chase into switching his solo on Be Mine from acoustic to electric.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why, you wanted to keep it acoustic or something?
I think that was the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended up working out where we all love it.
Yeah.
Just how it is.
Can't imagine that song without that solo.
Yeah, exactly.
That solo rides. Very tasty. Very tasty. That whole song rides. You guys did a really great job on that one. I think it's a killer first appearance on the scene. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
I like the cover art too. The original cover art was sick. Like the single artwork.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Shout out Samara. Shout out
Samara. Yeah, goated. I always thought it was like a good. You guys had like a good promo run there too on it of like, all right, that was a well put out single. You guys, honestly, I don't know who's in charge. Are you doing most of like posting stuff?
Yeah.
Like the business side of it, kind of, sort of. Is that your
like
ballpark?
The Instagram, yeah. I mean, like just like learning all the stuff I have from the music business program at UGA, like in terms of promotion and like doing it professionally. Like that's just been one of my strong suits on the business side.
You're good at it because like I noticed during when the album comes out, how long after the album comes out do you guys go on tour? Is it a month?
The day it came out.
That's
the day tour started.
Chef's kiss. That's how you want it right there. You know what I mean? I see people like love bands in Athens, but like dropping singles in the summer with no shows. It's like, oh, what a waste of time. Love you guys and get the music out and all, but like if you don't have something to keep it going, you know, it's like, all right,
Gotta make sure people hear it.
this is that song we dropped last summer. You know what I mean? It's like, that none of y'all were here because everybody was out of college town, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that was Chef's Kiss 20-day tour after the day your album drops. That gives you a narrative. You know what I'm saying? And how'd you think about that? Like, was it a success on that side of things? As in, like, the album grew as the tour grew, or like you had something to say in your shows, stuff like that. Did you think that was a success? Something you'd do again?
Oh yeah, that was
For sure?
the move.
Word.
Like,
Yeah.
touring on album is like just like
Yeah. I think
how it should be.
Yeah.
I think our daily stream count for the first like at least 2, maybe 3 weeks of the album, it was above 1,000 each day.
Yeah,
so
let's go.
Let's
go. That's huge, man.
It was
It
good
was
to
so
see
cool watching.
it work out the
Yeah.
way we wanted it to.
It builds a buzz, man. There's something to be said about like the literal old template of bands putting records out and going on tour. Like those bands were not putting records out and announcing tours. You know what I mean? That was not happening for the most part, I think, at least. The name of the game hasn't changed. You just got to be smart. You know what I mean? You got to be tricky with it. Album drops the day of the start of the tour. That's clean, JB, man. That's clean.
Yeah, it was a good move.
And where was the first tour stop?
It was Smith's Old Bar. in
Oh,
Atlanta.
man.
one of our favorites for sure.
I've frequently lashed out against SOB on the show, but tell me about it. How was it?
Oh man, it was sick.
It was good?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Man, we
Atlanta room?
sold it out pretty quick.
Sold it
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Good for y'all. Atlanta room? What's the cap? Is it 125?
It's 100.
100?
Yeah.
Money, bro. Good for y'all.
Yeah, man. And
Sold
I
it
think
out in
I think some
advance?
more. No, it was as the night went on. There was people buying tickets at the door. And there was
Yeah.
definitely some people that like just came in. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's like slid in after the upstairs show or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm glad they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude,
It
that's
was, It
awesome.
was popping. I loved it. You know, it was like one of the coolest experiences
Yeah.
like of my entire life for sure.
First
Like,
night
I
of the
loved
tour,
it.
album's out, sold out. You guys are up, man. You guys are up.
The album came out at midnight, so I remember right about like shortly after we ended our set, we waited for it to be midnight, and I'll check Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, it's right there.
Y'all had some time to kill in the parking lot?
No, we were
Oh,
still
yeah.
inside.
Isn't this the one where y'all got the boot?
That was an interesting.
Is
night.
this the
that
boot
went on a
night?
while.
Yeah, that was boot night.
I was
man.
fucking laughing at that when I saw it on Instagram. I was like, dude, first night of the tour, the boys got the boot. Y'all might as well come home, man. Y'all might as well pack it up.
Not the best sign.
Luckily,
It was
that
barely
was
anything
the
wrong.
only bad thing to happen
Yeah.
to
Oh,
the
that's
cars
great.
on tour.
Dude, why
Yeah.
on earth would they boot you in the Smiths
Oh.
band parking lot? That is the most fucked thing I've ever heard.
We weren't there. We were at a different place.
Ah.
We were traveling around, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Just checking out a little DT Atlanta, you
Yeah.
know? Just checking it out, see what's going on.
And what bands did you guys play with?
That night was Trent and the Trees.
Turn the Trees. Pretty good.
Fire, bro.
Fire from Atlanta?
I mean, so good.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
They just opened
Listening
up
to 'em on
for
the
a
way
big
here.
hip hop act named Rory.
Uh-huh.
Like, man, their music is delicious.
So,
Like,
I mean,
oh,
you
it's
guys
so
got a pretty great bargaining chip now for, hey, Smith's Old Bar, it's upstairs next time.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
already told us. They're
They
like,
already
"You're
told us?
upstairs next time." Like as he signed my check for the night, he's like, "Upstairs next time."
Yeah.
And I walked out. I was like, "Thank you."
Let's talk tomorrow. Any plans for that upstairs? You got a lineup figured out?
Thinking about it.
Little
Still
something on
thinking
the
about
downline?
it. Still
You
thinking
should,
about
man. 2 Atlanta acts opening,
it. Yeah, probably.
or in the middle somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
don't have to carry too much
Another
weight.
big like Atlanta band we love playing with is Ray and the Ragdolls.
Dude, I hear
that might
great.
be-
yeah.
I've never seen them. Are they good?
Oh, they're great.
Everybody
they're a
says
lot
they're
of fun.
fantastic.
They're awesome.
What
We
is it?
met them the first time they played with us at Flicker Theater. They invited us to come play with them, and then we were like, "Oh yeah, y'all are awesome."
Aren't they
So-
like 70s psychedelic rock kind of vibey or something like that? That's what I heard.
Definitely the vibe. Yeah.
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 It's that's so good. I
Didn't
really
you guys play with
love
them at 40 Watt?
No, we played them in the warehouse.
Okay.
And Flickr.
And yeah, the Flicker the first time, and
Interesting.
then warehouse a little later on.
I've never seen them, but I hear really good things as if they're really, really good. Really, really good. And they just
Their
played with-
originals, man. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
slapping. I mean, slapping.
Isn't there is it 2 singers? Is it a girl and a guy or no?
It's
There's a-
just Ray for the most part,
Just
like
Ray.
singing. I think that
Okay.
they do actually do some backup vocals that are really
Okay.
nice. But
Interesting. I mean, honestly, JBB and Ray and at Smith's Old Bar upstairs might be pretty good. I saw a
I
lineup
think
the other week.
that
It
might
was
be a move.
it was like a month ago. It was Zix, Neutral Snap, and Ray and the Ragdolls. I don't know if you guys saw that. And Ray and the Ragdolls was first. I was like, they're from Atlanta. They should be later, I thought. But I don't know what their pool is up there. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. So where do you guys go after Smith's Old Bar? Savannah, correct?
Yeah, Savannah.
Who
Savannah.
wants to talk about it? I think Aaron should talk about Savannah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to
Run
talk
it up
about Savannah.
Why not?
Savannah was unfortunate. They hated us as soon as we walked in,
Yeah.
pretty much.
What?
Well, I was the
names.
first to go see what the deal was, and I found the sound guy, and he was putting mics on the drums, and I was like, "Hey, we're the band." And he was just like,
Oh no, one of
"Okay."
those guys.
I walked up on stage. I was like, "Where can we set everything up?" He's like, "All right, where do we park?" He's like, "Next to this car out back." Okay, I walk outside. I can't find the car he's talking about. we back in this crevice next to the place and start bringing things in.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this bouncer trouble.
Yeah, come on with it. Come on with it. That's what we're on here for.
Well, like I said, I'm 24, so I was not a problem.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to someone else to
I'm
describe.
23, so yeah.
All right, Barton, you tell the story.
Yes, your turn, Bart.
As you know, it's illegal to drink alcohol when you're under the age of 21.
This I know. Okay.
So-
And we have wee lads.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
me, Chase, and Gabe are all underage.
No way.
And yeah,
Damn, youngins,
so
man.
one of the three of us got their fake ID taken. I won't say who. It wasn't me.
I was gonna say, are they here? Are they here or no?
No, they're not
They're
here.
not here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the first impression as we were all trying to walk in.
Yeah. And they almost didn't let us play.
Damn.
After
Okay.
that.
But it ended up being nice because we met a band named Space Gator from Statesboro.
I met them this weekend in
Space Gator
Statesboro.
was really cool.
Yes,
Love
dude.
them,
Oh,
bro.
they're
They're
awesome.
fire.
What's the bass player's name? Anybody know? I met the bass player this weekend because he was like, dude, fucking either way, fucking nicest guy. They played at Blue, or they didn't play at Blue Room, but he sat in with the band at Blue Room this weekend, and I remember the name Space Gator because that's a pretty dope name, honestly. I kind of
Yeah.
like that. And he was asking me about being on the podcast, so they were pretty sick.
Oh, they're
Are they from?
sick.
They're okay, so they're from Statesboro, I guess.
Yeah, and then they
Statesboro?
played with us Savannah. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was just close enough.
Yeah.
They had a nice little
That's
group
like the
come
same
out and watch
area.
us. You know?
That's awesome.
They were awesome.
What kind of music?
Kind of
It's
like
like
jam band.
Jam
Yeah?
band. Yeah,
Jam
they
rock
played
kind
a
of
lot
thing.
of
Jam
like
rock.
Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead type
Yeah.
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, they did a version of Fire on the Mountain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was sick.
That was probably my favorite version of Fire on the Mountain I've ever seen. It was so
Damn,
good. Their singer's voice, I don't know how he does it, but he is unique as hell, and it is
Okay.
great. Oh, I can't wait for you to hear it.
That's half
Oh,
the
it's
battle
so
right there, being unique. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
That's
Well, being-
exciting. I mean, the show went off though. I mean,
It ended up being pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 days into this tour, you guys are looking a little rough, honestly. Got no boot on night 1, night 2, barely getting to play.
Yeah.
How's the crowd at Wormhole? I don't know. I've never seen a big crowd at Wormhole. Was it any solid?
I mean, I think
Yeah.
we sold I think it ended up being like 50, 40, 50, something like
yeah,
that.
on the road in a city you've never been to.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy, but it was enough people that it didn't feel empty. You know.
Oh, are you kidding? That's awesome, dude. Good for y'all, man. Good for y'all.
It was a fun night. It was
Yeah.
still a fun night. We worked through the kinks that night.
And we
Yeah.
had Brian come play with us too. Brian
The
on
saxophone.
saxophone.
Lifted up
Yeah,
our
yeah.
spirits.
That was
Yeah.
just
That
what
was-
we
that
needed.
always helps.
Question to back up. We're gonna come back to Savannah. Does Brian play? There's some sax on the album.
There
Is that
it
him?
is,
Endless
yeah.
Race, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's him,
him.
right? I noted that as to ask that because I figured probably was the man. Pretty man.
The man.
Yeah.
You gotta have the man.
Gotta have him
You
on there.
got
Gotta have
to.
Brian. We shouldn't gas him up though. I'm always fucking with him. Like, dude, you're the fucking worst at sax, man. Like, you're awful, dude.
Someone's got to keep him humble.
You gotta bring him down sometimes. Sometimes, but he knows what he's got. I think he knows what he's got.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So Savannah. You do another night in Savannah, right?
We go to Brian's. We stay at Brian's house.
Okay.
With his gracious mother and him.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day we went to St. Simon's because
Ooh.
we had Brunswick cancel on us.
Okay.
And we had the hold, then we didn't have the hold.
What venue? Shouldn't
Like,
say.
Blue. Yeah.
Can't
Well, I
remember.
won't say.
Probably shouldn't say.
I
But
won't say it. But
it's Grace. Can I have one of those Aperol Spritz when you get a chance? Is that how you say it? Aperol Spritz. Is that right? Anybody?
I'd love one.
Sure.
Why not?
But yeah,
Or
so
it is.
we go stay with Brian, and me and Chase are calling like madmen around everywhere. to
Looking for a
find
gig?
We find a gig,
Uh-huh.
and we finally find this place in St. Simon's called Wine Body Soul, and we go play in Wine Alley, and it was
was
it
awesome.
brought us
Body
back
and
to
soul.
Wine Body and Soul
What?
and Wine Alley. It's like a little alley right there in downtown, and dude.
Shout out Star.
Shout out Star.
Yeah.
Like he was like
Star
kind
was
of
sick.
running the like production kind of deal, and
Straight
then
out of
he-
Hawaii, I think, right?
Yeah, and he lived in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And he did reggae. He came and did some reggae with us, but like that night was like truly special because like we started playing at an empty place and people started walking by and then it filled up just from them listening to
that's
us.
money right there.
And
you know.
I think that was our first show with our in-ears set up that we had just bought.
You guys got in-ears?
Yeah.
Damn, flex on them. Okay, flex on them.
They're the best.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They've
hold on.
saved us.
Night 3. I mean, fuck, you guys are 3 days in. You got one cancellation, one boot, and one almost not play. That's tough right there,
One
man.
ID taken, yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah, what ID taken.
Oh, broke.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that goes good. St. Simon's. Which of these so far would you do again? All of them? If you had to run it back.
so much.
Thank you.
Atlanta and St. Simon's.
Actually, wait. This young man might be 20, aren't you? If we hadn't already
Don't
talked
blow my
about it, I'd let you
cover.
come on.
Don't blow my cover.
You trying to drink? Come on, you know better.
If we hadn't already discussed it, I'd let
That's
you run
true,
it.
that's
But
true.
I
The whole point
got my
out of
man
it.
Rip. I got you, brother. No lawsuits here. I got you, man. Here, I'll double up then.
I'll drink one.
Yeah, you have one. I want to give another shout out to Clark's. Thanks to Rip for having us in here today, man. Rip, I almost breezed through. I was probably 20 minutes in before I mentioned we were in Clark's. I was like, hold on. I got to set the scene here. We got it going on right now. Thank you for having us, man. Thanks for the free drinks. I appreciate it. We're going to do a lot more episodes like this because this is going
awesome.
fantastic. Thank you so much.
I'm good. I still got one.
Working on it. All right, where were we at, Josh?
Here you go.
Yeah, we would definitely, like, obviously we'll be playing Smith's. Dang, I dropped some paper. I'll have to get that in a second. I'm not about to
This looks delicious, by the way.
Yeah, this is.
Hold on, I'm about to get into this. Let's get a quick sample on this, and then we'll talk.
Oh, fuck.
Here, can you
Yeah.
set this?
That's nice.
Thanks.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's
I hope
tasty.
y'all enjoy
Okay.
those.
that's that's absolutely delicious.
For me.
Hold all of them.
I can't touch
You're
it.
getting
I'm
confusing
not
now.
I'm
allowed.
gonna keep it away from this
What's in this
young
thing?
fellow here.
What's in these things?
So it's Aperol champagne.
Okay.
Gin. And,
Uh-huh.
we have like a frozen mix. that we
Uh-huh.
use for our frozen drinks.
It tastes
really
heavenly.
nice.
And lemonade.
It's got a little bit of lemonade.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
That's really good.
Yeah, I could do some work on it. You ever heard the Asymptomatic song that has the Aperol Spritz line in it? It's like one of the main lines of the song. It cracks me up when I hear it. Might be Garcon.
What?
I'm
That's
bad
the
with
main
names.
song.
I like their whole record though, so they know I love them. They know I love them, baby. I was actually on. I don't know if you listened. You probably didn't, but it was like 2 hours deep and did the Benji podcast, and they were. Jeff was asking me about you guys. He's like, "You listened to the whole JBB album yet?" And I was like, "Fuck, I haven't." I was like, "Damn, I hope Josh don't hear this. I'm working. It's on my to-do list. On my to-do list."
So have you've listened
I
to it all
have.
now?
I have. I listened to it twice because for
Nice,
this,
thank you.
I actually wrote some notes. I need to ask you guys individually about songs because I was curious. But we'll get to that. I want to round up out on the tour yet.
Oh, yeah.
We were in St. Simon's.
Yeah, which
3
was
shows
sick.
in. And Jordan is booking all this for you guys, right? Isn't it Jordan?
He booked the first like few, and then like from there on, we were just like calling along the way.
That's pretty.
We booked
that's
most of it
pretty
on the road.
wild.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
did
we
you
booked
guys-
most of it on the road. Like I'd say like 3/4 of it.
Damn. See, that's ballsy. I've seen people doing that. They announce a tour and then like start going, then they book. I'm like,
We lined up the dates almost perfectly.
dude,
Yeah.
good for y'all, man. It looked like a busy, you know, like you guys were busy while you were out. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
like one show and then a week passed, you know. Question for you, was that tough in the sense of like, did you guys know where you were staying? Was that how you did it? It's like, all right, we've got places we can stay in St. Simon's.
See there, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
huge shout out to Skylar
Yeah,
and the
the Perez
Perez's,
family.
Uh-huh.
Marcos and Miss Perez. They're so amazing. They let us stay
And
3
Tater.
days in their beautiful home with
Uh-huh.
their 2 so amazing dogs. Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
What are they? What kind?
Tater and he's a bulldog. And what was the other one?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Tater, he was a
Less cool
bulldog.
Tater. Less cool than Tater.
Oh, sorry, lost track of thought. What were we talking about?
Oh, but there were
Yeah.
plenty that we did not have any idea where we were
Yeah,
going.
okay, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
when you don't have your dates booked, it's like, all right, we got a date in Destin, Florida. You know what I mean? We picked one up on Friday. Where are we gonna stay?
Yeah, was
Was there a hotel fund or an Airbnb plan or?
Most of the time, we figured them out the day before we'd be in that town. Like,
Yeah.
for the most part, we knew we would sleep that night, and then planned out the next night.
Did you guys get any hotels? Just
Yeah,
Airbnbs?
One
time?
hotel,
One hotel.
and then the Airbnbs were donations from our parents.
Nice. That's
So-
awesome. Good for them.
And then camping in between, and
then camp.
finding
You guys
nice,
camped?
finding
Oh,
nice
yeah.
strangers.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
How hard did you guys camp? Where'd you guys camp at?
Oh, we camped hard.
We camped hard. Hey, Aaron, do you mind passing me my frozen?
Your frozen beverage. We camped with the monkeys in Florida.
With the monkeys?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, did you know that monkeys?
Supposedly.
Florida has monkeys.
No way. Really?
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
time.
Didn't see any. All right, I like that though. Because Cam and his damn jam told me they do that too, and I was like, honestly, that's kind of a flex to like be like, all right, we're just gonna go to a fucking campground. I feel like that's a nice move. How did it go? Was it good? Slept okay?
It was hot.
Was it hot?
It was.
I mean, it's
damn
Florida. It's hot. And we all woke up with mosquito bites.
Oh, the band
it's
needed
no
a
fun,
shower.
right?
Yeah,
It's cool.
The band needed a shower.
But it was
bad.
good. It was a good bonding experience and good time to, really grind.
Yeah,
To really
on-
enforce the grind. with
Which
it.
you mean like the grind of touring?
Yeah, of just
Yeah.
like going at it. Like our first time out, like it's not always gonna be cupcakes and rainbows.
And
like,
boar's
you know what I
head,
mean?
you know?
And- yeah, known territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was you guys' first out of town shows other than like Atlanta stuff, right?
Yep.
Except Smith's. The very first time.
Honestly impressive that you guys put that run together with no experience in those markets. Like, good for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we've never played here, but book us. You know what I mean? Like, we
The
probably
album
could-
was huge.
Yeah.
really,
Sending the album and showing how many streams it had hit like within the first bit. Like
really okay. So that
That's
was a
really
good pitching factor.
oh, yeah.
It's definitely like gives you it gives you a sense of credibility at least that that it can't be understated. I think so. That's good.
And they all would like listen to it and be like, oh yeah, they're good enough.
You guys
to
are
at
fucking
least
good,
Play
yeah.
here, like, and if there's a built-in crowd at a place, they're
Yeah.
cool with it for sure. You know what I mean? As long as you're good.
Yeah, and you guys have like a niche too, which is very good. As in like also your niche seems to be not like oversaturated per se, as in the banjo. I don't know what you guys technically consider yourselves as a band, but like even just having a banjo in the band, like that's pretty niche and that's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Funky bluegrass.
is that what you describe it as?
Folk rock, funky bluegrass.
Yeah.
Folk alt, math rock. Well, okay, so let's keep going on tour. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
No, you're-
These are good thoughts still. I like to keep them coming. We were coming into Florida area. There's a bunch of Florida dates.
That's when we hit Gainesville. Our first time out of.
Well, don't skip Jacksonville.
That's what I mean, right? Jacksonville
yeah.
was the scaries.
Jacksonville is yeah.
Okay, that's right.
The scaries.
Some of them get like flipped around. Well,
Yeah.
I guess
Their
there were
first real
scaries in
camping
Gainesville too,
experience.
but
What do you mean the scaries, Josh?
just like this is where like you were talking earlier about like we had some hurdles in the beginning. This is where it
This
got weird,
Yeah.
dog.
Weird.
Like
We're
we're
gonna
not
have
like
a song or
talking
two
about
coming out about that.
Yeah.
We're
night.
not talking
Okay.
about hurdles here. We're talking about like jumping over a waterfall. Like, just don't know. how to
Such
do it.
as anything in particular you can talk about, or
You wanna tell
So
it?
that we're
I'll
talking
start it
like
off and then you
like
can
delivering shit? Like, what are we
finish
talking?
it.
I'm confused. You know what I
we
mean?
each of us lost one kidney. No, I'm just kidding.
It happens.
Okay. So me and Gabe, we finished our show at Underbelly in Jacksonville,
Uh-huh.
and it was good. It was fun. We played with Cosmic Highway, right? Cosmic Highway, yeah.
Yeah.
And we get to the place we were staying,
Uh-huh.
and we'd paid $10 a night for this.
Okay.
like that.
Sounds like the Ritz Carlton.
So-
Sounds nice. Sounds nice.
And the showers got like some plywood set up in a box with like
Okay.
a hole cut in the middle and a shower hose runs to, or not a shower hose, a garden hose run to it.
5-star living.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we set up our tents in the shower runoff because that's the only place
they would give us.
they could give
No,
us.
dude, what?
So Gabe and I get there. It's late at night, probably midnight, maybe 1. And we're sitting there waiting on them to come. They had stopped to get food.
Yeah.
And this like 60-year-old shirtless dude and this other guy who's like probably 30,
Yeah.
Ricky and Jacob, walk up. And they're like, "Now what the hell are y'all doing in our trailer park?"
Oh, bro.
And so we're just waiting on our friends for staying here tonight, and they're like, "Well, why don't y'all come park and come sit in front of my trailer and talk with us?
Yeah.
But before you move your car," Ricky says, "don't F with Mr. Duck." and we see this like pet duck walking up to the car. So that's when we knew it was gonna be weird.
Yeah, weird night already.
So we're walking up to their trailer to sit with them, and there's a Glock sitting on the table out there. And me and Gabe are just looking at each other like, what are we getting ourselves into
we
here?
want to head out of here.
And
Mom, I'm scared.
so we sit down, and he's like, Jacob's like, so do y'all like firearms? Hands me the Glock. And I'm
That's
like,
just suspicious right there. I don't know how I feel about that.
yeah,
Strong start.
whatever. We're going along. So then he gives Gabe and I boxing lessons for like 20 minutes while we're waiting on them to show up.
And I bet you were just so happy when they pulled up, man. My
Yeah.
savior.
Okay. And so we pull up.
Yeah.
And we got the trailer. We're in Chase's car. And so we're into this campground, like super loud. And we come up and we pull in. And I'm like looking off in the lights, and I see like off in the distance Andrew and Gabe just like punching air. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? And then David, our sound guy, also shouts out David Spangenberg. We love you, David.
Awesome
Shout out,
guy.
David. We love you.
He's like, that just doesn't seem right, or something like that. And so I hop out of the car, like go like kind of jogging up there. I'm like, hey, where should we park? And then like this guy Jacob, he just turns to me and he goes, turn the lights off. And I was just like, okay, totally, yeah. Where should we park? And he goes, turn the lights off. And I'm like, so I'm like backpedaling. I'm like, okay, where do we park? And I'm like, Andrew, Gabe, please come help us.
Yeah.
And like he's like, turn the lights off.
Freaking out. Is it an older guy?
He's like in his 30s.
This is the younger dude.
This is the younger guy. Yeah, not Ricky. I like Ricky.
Those boys were hiding from something.
Well, they're hiding for sure. No, but okay, so I run into the car. I'm like, dude, please turn the lights off, Chase. Please, please. He like, turns them off. I get back in. I'm like backing it out. Like, go down the road. And I'm like, I'm good at backing in trailers, right?
Okay.
Because
Flex.
I've had a
Subtle flex.
subtle flex, just because like I have the experience. I've been doing it all my life, like pulling boats and stuff. And so I'm backing this thing in, and Jacob's like just getting right behind it, trying to help me back it in. I'm like, hey man, I'm good, watch out. And I'm like almost running this guy over. Aaron's like, you're gonna hit him, you're gonna hit him. I'm like, no, he's good.
That's the last thing we need.
Yeah, I'm like trying to get it in there, and finally I get it in there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I like open the door. He goes, nice job, hot shot. And I was just like, what? I let that just go, because if not, I was about to just like do something I shouldn't. You know. So we're all standing there, and he's like going over all these rules now. Like he owns the place, which he doesn't. We know the owners. Like or we had talked to the owners, but they're out of town. So I guess
This guy just lives there.
Yeah, I guess they just left the duties to the people that live there.
The tenants.
Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it, but like,
Just all around sus activity so
dude,
far.
this is the best way to say it. It's like Trailer Park Boys, but Florida edition.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
100%.
Okay.
And
They were probably excited you guys were there.
okay, so
We're getting there.
we do get to that
All right,
point.
go ahead.
But so he's like yapping at us about all this stuff. He's like, no hammocking, and we're like, we have hammocks put up, and the owner said we could do it. And he was just like, okay, yeah, then I don't mind if you hammock tonight then.
Yeah.
And we're just like,
One time.
what's wrong with this guy? Yeah. And like he keeps going on and on, and finally I just go, hey, listen, man, we're tired. We've been working and traveling like all day today. Like we're at a band. We just want to go to bed, man.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, y'all are in a band? All right, everybody over here, let's go. And he like walks over to his trailers, like from here to that like column or wall or whatever it is. And he like turns on the light on the front of his trailer or his camper. And he's like, all right, everybody, arms over here. Let's go. Let me check them out. Got to see if you guys got bubbles. And I'm like, what? Bubbles?
Bubbles?
And I'm like processing it all. And they're all like walking over that way. So I'm like moseying over there. And I'm like, what is he talking about? And he's like, let's go, show your arm. No one's doing heroin in my campground.
Bubbles.
He's like, I know how it is with bands out on the road. And I'm like,
We were all like,
Had some
what
bad
are you
apples come
talking
through here.
about? Oh my gosh.
fuck?
Bro, you think we make money out here? We can't even afford that shit.
And so Chase and Andrew and Gabe, they're going like, they go ahead and like start showing. But I'm like, my blood's starting to boil, and I'm like,
Josh's
hold
bubbles
on.
are sticking out.
My bubbles are fired up.
Starting to get bubbles.
And then Aaron sticks his arm out, like it's all happening pretty quick. And so I'm like still processing a little bit, and he grabs Aaron's arm and like goes to pull his shirt up, and Aaron goes, "Get off of me!"
No, fuck that, don't touch me. I changed my mind.
And then I go, "All right, man, that's enough. Like, what's your problem? Like, and all this stuff." I'm like, "We're not any trouble. We're like, I'm like, we all have been like to UGA, and he's already graduated from college. Like, we all have good heads on us. We're not doing drugs in your campground."
Yeah.
And
it
then
sounds like they were doing drugs in their campground.
Yeah.
they were.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So like, and he's like, "All right, well, y'all just make sure you be quiet. Like, I usually don't let people come in this late." And then we go our separate ways. We walk under this cabana, and we're like, "We gotta get out of here now."
Yeah.
We're like, "We gotta go." We're like, "Should we book it now? Should we just jump in and skirt out
ride.
of here?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No, he'd never
Chase
let us."
us.
He would jump in front of the car or some shit. And I'm like, "We gotta wait." And I'm like, "But at dawn, we rise."
6 a.m.
We go ahead and book an Airbnb, and we're just sitting there.
Josh is talking about how he wants to wring the duck's neck.
Yeah, I'm like,
We hadn't seen it, but we hadn't talked to Ricky yet about don't fuck with the duck. You know, so he's just thinking some
Mr.
duck
Duck.
walking around. Don't fuck with Mr. Duck.
Oh my gosh, should have rang it and rolled it
I
out.
was like, "I'm gonna go kill the duck because." Of it. And they're
That'll
like,
show him.
They're like, "No, don't kill the duck, Josh." And David's like, "Kill it." I'm like, "I'm gonna kill it." But
Holy shit.
do you want to talk about when Jacob walks up? Yeah. I mean, not Jacob.
Lawrence walks up?
When Lawrence.
Yeah, so Lawrence.
So we're under the cabana at this point.
Okay.
We're all
whispering.
We're whispering. We've been there for like an hour. We're just kind of.
And Lawrence helped us set up our camp earlier in the day. Like, he was chill.
Okay, go ahead.
Lawrence is some other guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had met him earlier in the day when we set up, and him and this other woman walk up, and they're like, "Hey, why are you guys being so quiet?" Like they came in playing music,
Scream.
and like just loud as shit. And why are you guys being so quiet? I was like, we got in trouble. It's like, oh well, if it's your thing to be quiet, you can, but you don't have to be that quiet. You're all good.
Yeah.
And they kind of walk off for a little bit, and they come back to the cabana. And at this point, we're all talking a little bit louder. So we're like, oh, well, that guy seemed cool.
Getting a little loose.
He didn't get stopped.
Yeah.
He starts asking about the band, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody pulls up Spotify and shows him Josh Bennett Band on his phone. He's like, "Oh shit! All right, give me a minute." And he walks off towards the trailer that Jacob had checked our arms at. Right? So we're like, "Oh shit! What the fuck? Where is this going now?"
Oh.
But he comes back a few minutes later. He's like, "All right, you guys come with me. There's a bunch of people who want to meet you guys. They love your music." I'm like, "Oh shit! Well, that turned around."
That's good. That's
We
good.
turn the corner and there's Ricky sitting out in front of the trailer. Jacob's nowhere to be found. So then we get Ricky and Lawrence and some other, like, just this group of people. Seem very welcoming. We sit down, hang out with them for a little bit. It turned itself around a little. And then, and then Ricky mentions the duck again. Do not fuck with Mr. Duck.
Oh, Ricky was an old military guy. Like, he was a Marine, like, telling
He
us
was a
some
fun
cool
dude.
stories, fun.
Oh, okay. So
But,
like a
we're-
campfire vibe.
Yeah, and we're all like chilling there now, and then Jacob pops out of his camper, and he's like, jaw drop that we're all hanging out like in the cool people circle, and he's like, oh. And he like goes off and gets his guitar and he like plays it, and we're all like eyeing him a little bit, because we're still creeped out at this dude. And then he like goes, "Does anyone else want to play it?" Like talking to all of us, and I didn't even look at him, and they're all everyone just kind of was like, ugh. And then just like his like eyes got big and he like walked off. I was like,
I mean, he followed you guys on IG, right? Like he's gonna hear this. What if he makes a trip up
I
to
doubt it.
Athens, man?
Hey, so
keep our eyes
shout out
peeled.
Mr. Lawrence. You got a song on your way.
yeah, Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah.
What if he brings a duck with him?
We need to write a song called Mr. Duck also.
I'm cool with Mr. Doug. Just
I
not
feel like
Jacob.
you guys could do that, pull that off lyrically. That'd be a good hook, you know. Don't wring his neck, Mr. Duck.
Don't
you know
break
what
its
I mean?
neck.
Dude, you fucking 5 nights into this tour, you guys have more damn stories than I've ever heard. This is ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
What was the verdict after? Was it like, all right, fuck this, we're not doing any more $10 campgrounds, or
Yeah,
was
it
it?
was just like, let's go to state parks if we're gonna do that. It's only like
Yeah.
$20 more.
Oh, was it? Is it really?
Like, and then they're pretty nice.
Yeah, they're
like
Other,
20 or $30
other than the
but-
chimpanzees that come into your camp.
Yeah, it's like a
Allegedly.
GW. Yeah, they warned you about those down there.
Yeah, well, apparently the story is like they were filming Tarzan there in the 30s.
No.
And
escaped.
they had a few monkeys escape, and now
Okay.
there's thousands of monkeys
But they're
in
it's mainly
Ocala,
macaques.
Florida.
Yeah, it's macaques for the
Macaques,
most part,
yeah.
and they carry syphilis that
Ooh.
can kill you. That can kill humans.
Okay.
Or is it
And, like,
chlamydia?
it's
one of the
herpes.
two.
It's herpes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I googled
Okay.
like,
You're right.
does Florida have monkeys? And the first article I see is thousands of herpes-infested monkeys cannibalize Floridians.
I might delay our Florida tours,
Yeah.
man. We might lay back
Yeah.
from what you say it was, Ocelia? What was the town?
That was
Ocala.
Ocala. Yeah.
Ocala. Is that how you say it? And that's near what?
It's like mid.
South of Gainesville.
Okay. You guys did, there was a bunch of like Florida towns that I noticed on the tour schedule. I was like, I don't know where that quite is. So that you guys were just in the area and you were like hitting whatever you could.
Pretty much.
Okay, so what's the next show? I mean, shit, we're up right now.
Ocala, Gainesville.
How was
Gainesville
Gainesville?
was before
Gainesville.
Ocala, yeah.
Gainesville was before Ocala.
Oh yeah.
Gainesville was interesting. We all we got there a little bit early with some time to kill, so we went and checked out Tom Petty's old childhood home because it was right down the road from where we were playing.
No way.
In his park,
I
like
saw
Tom
that.
Petty Park.
What was the street name you guys posted? Was it Petty Park? Didn't somebody post a street name? It was
Yeah,
like
Petty Park.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
awesome.
park was right around the
That's
block
super
from his house. Yeah.
That's so sick, dude. You guys play any Petty while you're in town or no? Should have. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Should have tossed one in there. UF town, baby. And what band did you guys play in Gainesville?
That 80s bar.
Was it good?
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of
It was-
vibe? What kind of vibe? He's smiling down there like he's holding something back.
It was quite interesting.
It was
I'll
fun.
tell you this, it was super fun.
Really?
It was weird.
There's no
was
bar
there?
in Athens.
There were a lot of
to
talented
compare
people
to.
there. It started with a couple of stand-up comedians who
Okay.
were hilarious.
Yeah. They opened for you guys, or
Well,
Yeah.
they started the whole night off, and there were a couple different art vendors there doing their thing, trying to sell their art. And this is at this bar. It's kind of small.
Gotcha.
And there's the one dude who kind of orchestrated the whole thing, Ken.
Uh-huh.
He's playing with his group of kind of band thing,
Okay.
and there's some stand-up poetry that's going on.
Yeah, he like played the bass line to poetry on some like bongos,
He played
right?
like a conga
Yeah.
in a
Conga.
morph suit,
Weird vibes.
Interesting.
and then we play our set. That's where we met Wes Walker, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out West.
Didn't you
Yeah,
guys play
Wes
with?
was awesome.
That
Didn't
was
you
a
guys
good
play
time.
with him?
Yeah, he played that night.
Yeah.
He closed it out, and then he inherited basically, I guess, like a radio station from his grandfather.
Don't jump the gun.
Damn. Don't jump the
The
gun.
next night he came and played with us at the next spot.
Oh, yeah,
before
that's
we
right.
made it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that biker bar?
It was Fox
Something
Crossing.
terrible.
That was
Fox
like
Crossing
that was like the
Tavern, yeah.
Ocala-ish area.
That
Yeah.
was the closest we got to Ocala. Yeah.
How was that?
It was super cool.
It was
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
First biker bar.
First biker bar. How was it? Quite the vibe.
It was a vibe. They loved us.
Yeah.
It smells funny in those places usually. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. I kind of like it, man.
Wes showed up and played about like the last 45 minutes or so with us, just sitting in.
Well, he's not like a. Is he a big band? Because that name sounds. Isn't that a football player's name? Like a. Or am I tripping? Because the name Wes Walker sounds really familiar. I wanted to say that it was like a Hall of Fame football name. Maybe I'm
Could
tripping.
be.
there.
It might just be a really catchy name.
Yeah. Either way, it's
It
good
definitely
name.
has a
Good
ring.
name.
Good name.
Good name. Yeah. So that was cool to play with him. Same kind of genre or what?
He was more just like harder rock. I'd say maybe
Yeah?
maybe
Yeah,
some
I think so
more.
too.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
He definitely
Awesome.
could mesh, but his own thing was
he
a
did
little
some
bit
blues
harder.
too. Yeah.
Do you guys find it tough on the road and in Athens even to find bands that match up with you guys on a bill? Or do you guys just pretty? I know you've done shows with like even like 80 Blanco and stuff. Like that doesn't necessarily match, but that works in Athens at 40 Watt. You know, like we can make that shit work. People just want to come see bands. I just imagine like that it's tough to be like, for example, if Jameson Tank could reach out to any band, you'd be like, yo, put us with 2 rock bands.
Yeah.
Done. It's like, oh, put us with 2 folk bluegrass bands. Might be a little tougher, right? Or not?
I mean, we rock and roll enough to where we can pretty much
Facts.
play with rock and
Yeah.
like anyone who rocks. You know what I mean? Any
Yeah.
kind of rock, like psychedelic rock, came in his damn jam band. Like we mesh.
Yeah.
You know, like ran the rock dolls. Or you're talking about like that 70s.
That's rock.
Like, yeah, we mesh.
Is it ever tough though? Like, for me, I think about this kind of shit too hard probably, but like, if I were to play with a band that was way heavier than me and has more energy per se, that would be not frightening, but like not ideal. You know what I mean? Like playing with like a metal band, or
Yeah.
for example, would be like, oh, we don't really match up. Their fans aren't going to really fuck with
That might be a bit
this
much for
pop
us.
punk. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, you get what I mean. But like, is it like that for you when you're playing with a hard rock band or something?
There's definitely a feeling, especially when we're going after like a
Uh-huh.
band that's definitely more like harder rock than us.
Yeah.
Because just like the crowd response, and then we imagine like our music being, you know, a little bit softer. A lot of it is
For
hard and groovy and fast. Some of it's a little bit bluegrassy. Some of it's kind of slower. So sometimes that gets in our heads a little bit, but at the end of the day, we typically tend to entertain whatever crowd ends up staying to listen to us. So
I love
it
that.
doesn't really affect us too much. You know,
Love
it gets
that.
in our head a little bit, but that's
Good
why
answer. Good
we're
answer.
cool with playing with anybody.
Yeah, dude, fucking great answer. You hold on to that. I mean, that's going to keep you guys versatile and all that kind of stuff, you know, because I just think about that shit too hard. You know, it's like, oh, I don't want to play after them, I want to play before them, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? like it's easy to work it up in your head, you know, like, oh, they don't fuck with us, they like this kind of music, that stuff. But then you go and just do what you guys do, and they'll love it, you know, the vibe. And another question I have off that is, how do I want to phrase this? I'm trying to think of a good way. Shit, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that in the sense of playing with other bands. It's not tough to. I mean, it seems like you guys didn't have any trouble finding bands to play with you on this tour, right?
For the most part, like a lot of the time we didn't really want to though. Like we were just like trying to like play some 3-hour gigs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the majority were just us.
Is it tough though? Like, do you want to have more people in your niche that you can like? Because like you guys can't just go see a band downtown necessarily, and like take notes in your genre for the most part, can you?
I say we can just because like we also are like an ever evolving band. Like what we were doing when we started is way different than what we're doing now. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like kind of the idea of what we have, like our groove. It remains rather consistent. But like I mean, like we've been like trying to learn more, like even reggae or like other like different types of things that can influence what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like so to me, like honestly, it really doesn't matter like who we play with, so long as it isn't like worlds apart. Like I probably wouldn't like see us with like a rap group, like or like you were saying, like metal rock, like full heavy metal. Like that might just be like a little too different than what we're doing. But as long as there's some rock and roll involved, and it's not anything like metal, you know what I mean?
Like too
we
far.
can vibe, like, you know what I mean?
We did open up for that rapper that one time.
How did it go?
Who?
The one that almost got rained out, and then we left, and then we come back.
At
Young
my fraternity,
Pinch.
Gucci Mane or somebody?
Young Pinch.
Young Pinch, yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's
That was
good. I
interesting.
I guess I just thought of it in the way of like literally as a rock band personally, I can just go watch any band and be like, that was cool. They did this, they did that. And you guys obviously still can, but it's not the same, I guess. Does that make sense? Or is it? I mean, it might be. Like you go downtown, you watch a band, and you taking notes like, all right, that was cool. This wasn't cool. That kind of stuff.
Every single band I ever watched, always.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right,
it's like,
sweet.
take notes to like make influences. We don't find another band that really has like the same sound as us, but
That's
the
good,
thing is
though,
our sound
right?
has like a bunch of different influences, so that we can hear other people play and be like, wow, that was really cool. We figure out how I can bring that into this sound.
Yeah. Is it cool for you guys? Do you guys get a lot of like after shows and stuff like, oh man, we don't see any bands like you guys. Like, thank God there's some out there. Do you guys ever get any of that? Pretty good feeling.
Every now and then.
Pretty good
Fair
feeling.
amount.
That's kind of how we met our sound guy, David.
Tell me about David.
So he's the sound guy at the warehouse, and
The guy with the glasses?
No, the young
That's
guy.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, one of the sound guys at the warehouse. We were playing a show at the warehouse.
Yeah.
And he did sound for us, and then we had another show at the warehouse like 2 days later, and he did sound for us again, and he was
What?
like,
2 days later? What was that? Like
Thursday,
private or
Saturday,
something?
right?
private events.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, it just happened to be that way. And he just came up to us and was like, man, I never thought, after that first show, I never thought I was going to see y'all again.
Yeah.
But y'all are back again.
2 days.
Y'all are awesome, you know.
He's like, I thought y'all were on tour and I'd never see you.
Think again, brother. Okay, so is it hard to bring him on the road to you? I mean, it's like, obviously, not to assume you guys aren't making a fortune, but if I had to guess, like, not many tour bands in their first tour are. Like, it's like, all right, now you got another guy to pay, another head to feed, another body to sleep, that kind of stuff.
It ended up working out. He helped us with so many different things. Like, it was so totally worth it. Yeah. And, like, you know, like, our sound, we have 3 instruments that are very close range, like guitar,
mid-rangey
banjo,
stuff.
piano, or keys, because he does a lot more than piano on there. But you know, like being able to mix that correctly is super important to hear what we are supposed to sound like.
Is it tough for you to mix like when you guys go play fraternities and stuff? Can you run sound by yourself, or is it super hard?
I mean, we can, but like pretty much
for a long time.
That's when I'll like set the levels and then go up and start playing, so I can't like play and mix at the same time.
Gotcha.
It's always hard.
That's a hurdle.
It's
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So since we got like rather serious, like I'd say last fall was when we really pretty much had a sound guy almost every time.
Yeah. Okay. And is that so? It was like it's just like an expense you consider. It's like worth it. It's like, all right, just to have this guy on the road, this is priceless. What happened in fucking Jeffrey told me to ask you guys what happened in Dothan, Alabama, or
Dothan,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
Dothan. What happened in Dothan? Did something happen? He had to go home or something?
Yeah. Yeah, he had a family emergency.
Oh,
so
really?
we called in
Yeah.
the big guns, Jeff, the relief pitcher.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
coming in hot
Goat.
in the black machine.
The Black Dragon.
The
as
Black
it calls
Dragon,
it.
that's right.
And he was on the podcast the night before he had to leave. He's like, dude, I'm about to go to Dothan, Alabama. I was like, why? I was like, why on earth are you going there? He's like, Josh Bennett Band's need me. I was like, what could have happened to where they need you to come from Athens to run sound? He's like, I don't know, dude. I'm just fucking riding. I'm just going. I'm just going. And what happened there? So he just had something he had to do and called Jeff in. How did it go?
And Jeff made it happen. Like we worked it out.
Yeah.
So where like we were gonna try to get him. So after Ocala, we go Gainesville, Ocala. We go to Cedar Key. So
Cedar Key.
dope. So
Florida?
dope. Like a little island off the West Coast.
Okay.
They
was
let
the
us
first
stay
one with
there
no
for
sound guy.
like in their nice hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, no sound guy. First time with in-ears, no sound guy.
Oh, no.
And it starts raining on
Pouring,
our set.
absolutely
Pouring
pouring.
on all of our stuff. And the people in the crowd grab tarps and just whoosh.
Nice.
Like,
That's
right
clutch.
over us. We're under like this
It's-
tarp. It's just like
I think I saw the
what hell?
videos of this. Like it was like a
Yeah.
patio area.
Yeah.
I
It
saw
was
this
tight.
on the story. I was like, these boys just can't catch a break. I was like,
Yeah. So we were gonna try to get him to come to that, but
Okay.
it was just a hair too far for the Black Dragon, like fuel economy. And so we're like, all right, meet us in Dothan.
Yeah.
Then we're going to the beach the next day. You do those two. Hopefully David's back by that.
Okay.
By the next. So he comes,
Word.
does the we go hard in Dothan. Dothan was great. Thirsty
Yeah.
Pig. in
Thirsty
Dothan.
Pig.
It was dope.
okay.
And then we met a nice girl named Mila. She's super cool. And
Shout out
she
Mila?
yeah, shout out Mila. She took out me and Jeff out on the town. Everybody else was tired, so they went to the Airbnb and went to bed. But me, Jeff, and Mila went out on the town and
Okay.
Dothan.
Okay,
and
on
it
the
was
town.
so fun. Like, has Jeff told you about that at all?
No.
Okay, I'll
It was
let him
fun?
tell you
Let
because
him tell me?
he's got
All right.
some better.
Jeff's got some better stories.
Better stories
Jeff,
about that.
Jeff tends to have some better stories, you know. Good guy. Good guy.
But yeah, then he goes to Grayton with us the next day in 30A, Grayton Beer Company, which is a big beer company. We just like, it was a massive place. And
Oh,
like,
yeah?
we booked it within like days yet again of getting there. So like,
How are you
it
all
was hard to
pulling
get
that
people
off?
out.
Yeah.
but it ended up being super cool, great connections. And
And that's kind of where you guys finish up at, right? Or you come back to Athens and finish up at the warehouse last week, of course.
No, we had
we had a
3 or
few
4
more
after
after
that
that.
still.
You
Yeah.
did a lot more after that.
a couple of these.
Yeah, then from there we went to Pensacola.
Damn, that is down there too, right?
That's where we were playing on the beach. It was so sick.
Yeah,
Money.
that was
Right
great.
on the Gulf Coast.
Summer
like-
tour goals right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Love that.
We went to Pensacola, then down to Orange Beach, then back to
Ooh.
Pensacola, and then that's when we headed back
That
up.
was the
And we played
Yeah.
at Santa Rosa, right? Did you say
That was
that?
the.
Yeah, that was
at
30,
that was a
yeah.
Grayton,
Yeah.
Grayton beer.
And then we took a few days break,
As you should.
much needed
As
few
you
days.
should.
I know Jokes slept like 24 hours. The next, like,
Yeah.
I would like wake up for a little bit, like eat a little bit, and then
Because
Yeah.
we drove straight after our last show down in like Pensacola. We just left and drove
Yeah, we hit about midnight.
back home to, for me, it was back to Kennesaw.
Uh-huh.
For them, back to Athens. And
Gotcha.
So I got home at like 6 in the morning.
Sheesh.
So
we got home at 8 with
Oh.
the trailer.
Sheesh.
It was wild.
You guys renting a trailer? You
Yeah,
all?
rented a little U-Haul.
Nice. Good
That's-
call. 4x8 probably.
Yeah, the small one.
Yeah.
The one you need.
The one that's
We need-
$5 cheaper. I know it's dumb out. Well, that's awesome, dude. Honestly, you guys should be proud of that whole run because going out without the date set, that's nuts. That's
Yeah,
nuts,
it
honestly.
was
I'm gonna be
nuts.
real with y'all. That's
yeah.
that's nuts. I'm
Scary.
gonna be real with
It
y'all.
was so scary.
That's
I'm not
wild.
kidding. It was horrifying.
Okay, but
hey,
it,
we
it
made it
seems
work.
like you're paying. And did you guys play a lot of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stuff? Because like everything.
we
a lot
did a
of
few
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
but
Tuesdays
it was
are good.
mostly Thursday through Saturday.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Interesting. Well, dude, good for y'all, man. Good for y'all planting some roots in a bunch of towns. Like, what would you say was the biggest learning curve for the tour? First tour, what was the biggest learning note from each of you, actually? It could be any part. It could be musical. It could be trailer. It could be travel. it
I
could
would
be
say, like, just the realization that most people out there are good people and nice
Ooh,
people.
mic drop.
Because there's a lot of good people out there.
Nice. Good answer, buddy. Good answer.
That's a good point. We did get a lot of hospitality from
Yeah.
strangers.
It
A lot of
sounds
people
like it.
letting us stay at their houses all
That's
the time.
clutch, man.
Yeah.
Everybody else? How about you, Josh?
Man, like taking care of myself was hard.
What do you mean?
Like
Eating and like
eating, sleeping,
bathing,
like
that stuff.
bathing, I guess. But like most of it was like eating and sleeping for
Yeah.
me. Like I did not, and like we were sleeping on air mattresses, so
Yeah.
all of our backs were hurt.
Just yoked.
And, like,
Just backs are just jacked.
dude, a lot of people don't know this, but banjos are heavy.
I didn't know that.
My banjo is 20 pounds, so like it puts a lot of weight on you. And then Aaron, dude, this poor guy is drumming 3-hour shows like
Dude.
4 times a week. Like I know he was feeling
And
it.
wrists
That's
start
all right for
hurting.
the first little while.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
so
gets
it was
up to
just
you.
tiring. So like trying to like keep like spirits up and like eye on the prize and like
Yeah.
that was like a huge learning curve for me. And
It's like straight fucking fast food for the most part, right? Like that'll wear on you, honestly. As much as I love it for the first couple nights, it's like, damn, like I feel
I
like
need
a
a
piece
vegetable.
of shit right now.
Wasn't a whole lot of good healthy foods along the way.
Please give me a
Not
green. Do you have any greens here? Interesting, but dude.
yeah. And then we did Tennessee was like after our little break. Like
the fraternity.
The
I was
fraternity
impressed
and then
by
Nashville.
this. Yeah, you did Nashville.
yeah, Nashville was last.
What venue?
Was right before Warehouse, day before Warehouse. It's called the Lost Patty. It's an
Never
Irish
heard of
pub.
it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, that's awesome. Nashville's a great time. How'd you guys like the Swanee fraternity? I didn't even know there was a school in Swanee.
Yeah,
was
Swanee
cool.
School of the South.
That was a really good
Yeah.
time. It was interesting when we showed up because right as we got there, we were wondering if it was going to rain or not. And
Yeah.
then it's like we started setting up because we were like, no, it's going to be fine. We're good.
Uh-huh.
We got like half the stuff out. It starts raining lightly.
Oh,
Let's start putting it back
no.
away. We kind of wait it out, see
Yeah.
if we're going to be able to set up outside. We're like, all right, well, let's just push it back an hour or so. Maybe we can set up inside. We go into like their big space and they have this beautiful, nice house. But the biggest room in it is just tile and stone walls and windows
Uh-huh.
and just your footstep echoes in there.
Okay.
Man, if we played in there, everybody would have been down.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the
So we gave it
frat
about another
Sonics.
hour or so,
Yeah.
and then the rain calmed down, and we were all confident enough to actually start the show.
How did you guys route that one? Was that like something that came up in advance? Like, I mean,
That was one of Gabe's friends.
Oh,
Hey,
word.
Brogy.
Yeah.
yeah, goat.
Got that
You
one
never
first.
answered your favorite thing you learned on the road, or the biggest thing you learned while you were out.
I think it was a very good bonding experience for all of us.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I learned is how to live so closely with all these wonderful gentlemen.
Any big
The
arguments?
tribulations that come from that and how to overcome them.
Towards the end of it, was anybody getting on everybody's nerves? You guys wore out with each other? Or you needed a break, or were you guys good?
Yeah, but I think a lot of it came to do with like the heat.
The
We were
heat.
all
Yeah.
Just tired
Yeah.
and
heat
hangry.
and
and-
tired
Yeah.
and hangry. Like he just
Oh.
like, oh.
Yeah, it's weird how towards the end of that tour, somebody can just leave a light on in the room, and you're like, "This motherfucker!" You know what I mean? It's like this little bastard cut the fucking light on. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just road puts a little pressure on it, but that's so good for like bonding, like you guys have said a couple times, right? Definitely a memory maker for sure. First tour, dude. You guys aren't gonna forget that anytime soon, man. Good for y'all, man.
Yep.
You guys trying to run one back? I mean, what's the plan? Another one?
Yeah, we're hoping
Another
to do
one.
Another
winter,
one.
maybe.
Yeah,
Check out some Texas dates, hopefully.
Yeah.
we're thinking about Texas in the winter.
That's a damn heap. That's a ride.
Yeah,
Be cool though. Be cool.
or possibly Smoky Mountains. We have a song called "Up in the Smokies." Check it out.
Check that out.
You know,
Subtle
we love
plug.
the Smoky Mountains, and then we've all been talking about possibly East Coast next summer.
You say East Coast.
We're definitely not going down to Florida again.
Anywhere where it's
So
hot,
hot.
you can count me.
That is not going to be a summertime tour
If there are
again.
ducks there, we're out.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I think that's smart. You know, you can only do so much down. Florida's a weird place, as in like they've got a strong music scene, but it's not like a touring hotspot, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's not exactly in the rounds that people do, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And they love their local bands, like
yeah.
more than anywhere.
Yeah, it's weird. One of the bands I met this weekend in Statesboro, they're like, I was asking him how many shows they play. He's like, dude, probably about 300 a year. And he was like, most of them in Jacksonville. And I was like, wait, what? he's like, yeah, we play like 4 nights a week in Jacks and stuff like that. I was like,
That's insane.
holy
Nice.
hell, good for y'all, man. They were incredible though. They were so sick.
Dang.
But anyways, it's just a weird spot, but that is the perfect rounds for you guys to get started. Is Florida and Alabama? That's fucking perfect. I would say start. If I could give any advice, think about the SEC, ACC rounds.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't hurt in the fall season, as I'm sure you guys have already thought of. You know, You got roots in Alabama now. It's Tuscaloosa time. It's Auburn time. It's cola
Yeah.
time. It's fucking. I'm trying to think what else. Chapel Hill time. You know what I mean? When the frats are running, you guys know how it is. You guys know the rounds. You guys are smart guys. You guys are smart guys. Come on.
Just got to get into it a little bit.
Dude,
more with them.
tell me about the warehouse. This looked hype. I was bummed I couldn't go, dude. I was bummed.
Oh,
It was
man.
tight.
Is it good?
It was cool. It
I'm
was
not
cool
gonna
last
lie.
night.
I was skeptical when I saw the bill because I've had some bad shows at the warehouse. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's a big ass fucking room.
It's scary.
It's a huge
intimidating.
room. Huge room. So I was like, all right. In the summer, I don't know you guys, but you guys look like you had a great crowd.
Yeah, 175.
Oh, dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, for
Fantastic,
summertime,
dude.
can't complain.
That
You know
is
what I mean?
absolutely fantastic. You guys should be proud of that. Great lineup.
So much
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Great lineup, dude.
I mean, I love all of them. Like,
Well,
Cam is
yeah.
Damn Jam
A few
Band.
people
Like, they've
wearing
been
dresses.
homies from day one.
Yeah.
And, like, Florida Man, you know.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
the vibe.
I know. I think of Cam and his damn jam band and you guys and like Drew Young Thomas as like the same entity in a way. Like I think of you guys as kind of interlocked, even if you don't, you know what I mean. But I think of you guys
that's
like
nice.
that. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they're all the homies for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and we learned so much from Cam,
Yeah.
Cam and them because they are incredible.
Bro,
I
I'm
mean,
always
they're-
saying this. They're sneaky good.
They're so
like
good.
they're slept on good. You know what I mean? But
Extremely
not.
slept
You know?
on.
Yeah, they're gonna figure it out and they're gonna be.
Their
They've showed
live
us a few
album.
of their recordings.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh shit, dude!
the
I
world
can't wait.
best be ready.
Can't wait. Cam, there's damn jam band coming. What'd you guys think about the whole like vibe? I think it's honestly very smart of you guys to end on an Athens day. It seems obvious, you know, but like some bands wouldn't do it. What'd you guys think about the whole experience? It was perfect, good, solid.
I didn't expect the homecoming theme
tell
to
me
go
about
so
it.
far, but I'm glad it did.
Dude, the dogs are out, baby. From what I saw. The
To be
dogs are
honest,
out.
better than what I thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
that was
For
one of my
summertime in
favorite
Athens.
shows I've ever played. I would
Yes,
say.
love
People were
that.
screaming.
Really?
Yeah, like loving it. You know. As good as
I
it
like the
gets.
picture of all you guys on stage at the end. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And a few people wearing dresses. Am I mistaken on that? Not in the JBB band, but
No.
the C in his DJ band.
and Florida Man. They had
What,
had a
what
male,
was so the theme was
guest.
homecoming? I don't get it. Is it
Like
like
homecoming dance.
oh okay
It was our
gotcha
homecoming show.
gotcha
Yeah.
all right
Homecoming dance, homecoming show. Little,
makes sense. Well, dude, I mean, just another thing you guys should leverage because like 175 warehouse is pretty much sold out on that rooftop. You know what happens if you sell that rooftop out right there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just saying. Next time, fall.
Yeah. Right down.
Yeah.
In the fall time, well, in like our last 40-watt show, we did 310. So
Easily sold out. That's brought downstairs if you do that kind of numbers
Yeah.
up there. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I
Yeah.
know a guy.
yeah, we're definitely. Like I told you on the very first time
Yeah.
we did this. Like that's my.
You could do it though. That's
Like
the thing.
Athens
Like you're,
goal, you know?
you're already there. Is obviously book the rooftop is the step. You know what I mean? Like you're there. Like don't go. If I give you advice, not that I know anything, but like if I give you advice, is don't book any shows for the fall in Athens except for the rooftop. 2 months into the semester.
Yeah.
Like make people come see you there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like this is a mistake a lot of Athens bands make, myself included, is ticketed event or public event every 2 fucking weeks. So we're not gonna go see Josh Bennett Band on the Roof. We can go see him next week when he's at Nowhere Bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make people come see you, sell out the roof, play downstairs.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. I don't know why nobody listens
That's
to
a
me,
good
man.
point, yeah.
I don't know why nobody listens to me, bro.
I'm just like, yeah. I'm so down with it.
yeah.
Like,
You guys are
you got to
smart.
figure out the right lineup.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that would be very key. Very key. Honestly, the lineup you guys just did is
I know, dude. We were talking about that. We're like, should we do this like forever?
You guys are all the same. Like that, those 3 bands fit together really well. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Thought so?
Big time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I posted a thing on Instagram today, like telling people to ask us questions, and I think it was Drew Becker sent me one. I was like, give me questions for Josh Bennett Band, and all he said was Florida Man. I was like, that's not a question. But I figured I'd ask you guys anyways. Florida Man? Question mark?
Yes.
Yes.
Man, I just love their vibe, man.
Yeah,
Like,
fantastic.
they're awesome.
Fantastic.
these guys shred the guitar. Nikki's got a
man.
wonderful voice. Allie's bass lines are incredible. Like,
She's gone from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
Like literally just learned how to play, and like her first couple gigs was theater and stuff, and she's just killing it, right?
yeah, super fire.
Yeah, and then the drummer man hits
Shout out Dallas.
hits the
Dallas.
shit out of him, bro.
Yeah.
Hits the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's good.
He was wearing a dress as well.
See, somebody sent the picture in the group me, and it was like from a distance, and like he was like this, and like I couldn't tell anything. And then later, I saw the pictures. I was like, oh, they're trying to show that he was in a dress, which is a flex. Huge flex. Did you guys ever see fucking Big Chungus when they were a thing? Anyone remember Big Chungus? Am I the only
I've heard
one?
about him, but
I've
I never
heard of
saw
that,
him.
but like,
Man, I'm getting old, fellas. But anyway, it was like John Cherry, Kelly Bouchard, like a lot of the AFTM guys and Springhouse, and I think an Orange Constant guy. They would all fucking wear dresses, dude. And I always thought that was the funniest shit ever, like
Sick.
colonial looking dresses, which was what was so funny to me. And Kelly'd be sitting there, and like his would be, because he's sitting there at the piano, and his would be just up to his knee. Oh, goat pulling up, goat. What's up, man?
oh yeah.
Big Hoss. in here.
What's going on?
Like a big dick in the locker room pulling up. Jackson, pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. I told Jackson to come and sit and ask you guys some questions, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know Jackson, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
You guys know Jackson?
I don't
Well,
think
I
so.
Pull up right
I
here.
did it.
I like stupid as it's gotten so far.
Hey, we've been pretty stupid.
It's got a little out there.
You want an Aperol Spritz or something? These things are pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll get you one. Hold on. Let me flag it. All right. So,
That's my dog, I think.
no way.
Yeah, can I have a, what'd you say?
2 Aperol Spritzes.
Thank you.
You guys want one?
I'm good.
Anybody?
All right, thank you.
Thank you though.
I mean, soak it up. We get them for free now. Shout out Rip.
I don't care anything else.
Oh, here you go. I got you. All right. Yeah, you are. I think so. Ask the boys a question.
What's up, Jackson?
Oh yeah. Hey everyone at home. How long have y'all been going? This is hour like 5.
No, we've been probably like what, an hour 20?
What time is it?
Okay.
Something like that.
Nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
So
I gotta
I'm
go
sure this is already
fill my
covered, but how
percolator.
was tour?
Yeah, we just talked about I covered the most of it, but dude, it was super fun.
It was sick.
It was a wild ride. You'll have to watch like what we just talked about.
Yeah,
we
I
went
wish-
over through this.
I wish I could see like an instant replay.
Luckily, it's being recorded.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all happy to be back in Athens. How was the warehouse show the other day? I couldn't make it out to that.
It was tight.
It was
man.
great.
We were just
Yeah.
talking about that was
It
a
looks
really sick one. That was one of my
Everyone was
favorites.
wearing dresses and stuff. That was awesome.
Super fun, man.
Yeah.
Like I love stuff like that.
Oh, here we go.
I'm good
yeah,
for
actually, I
that,
would
dude.
love
Thank you
one.
so
You know what? Yeah,
Have they been causing you trouble?
please.
Have they been causing me any trouble? No, not too bad.
Only a little bit.
And at the end, though, I do want to get like a picture with y'all and Jameson.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
It's iconic.
Sounds
It's a
good.
nice setup.
No, it's okay. I've been laughing. James been looking for all these brand deals and stuff. He's becoming like the Jared Fogle of Clark's, like the Jared from Subway of Clark's.
I love that, dude.
He's legendary. They need to give him his like thing on the sidewalk sooner or later. Oh, that's frozen.
Very frozen. They're magically delicious too. I like that.
But yeah, what have y'all been? I don't even know where to start. I don't know if I'm covered or not.
Did want another one, right?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, hold on. Did Jackson ask you guys any big questions?
He
Not
asked us
really.
about touring the warehouse.
How many times have I been like?
No. We just covered it, man. It's cool. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Jackson, you seen Josh Bennett Band recently? Did you get to go to the warehouse this weekend?
That's what we just said. So now we've done this like 4 times.
When was the last time you seen him? Recently?
Maybe Roadhouse.
I popped up.
40 watt.
I popped up at a Roadhouse. Last time I saw like a full set though, I think was Dog Days, which I'm ashamed of. I'm
Oh,
ashamed
yeah.
of.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's been like 4 months.
Maybe was it 40 watt? Did you see us last 40 watt?
Oh, I did see 40 watt,
Yeah,
I believe.
That would have been before Dog Days, though, right?
No, it was the very end of the semester. It was like
It
finals
was
week.
like early May, I think.
Oh, I was there. It was great. It's great. Dude, Dog Days was awesome. Fantastic.
Dog Days was
I always
a great
get.
time.
I always
that was
plug
this
that.
man.
That was great.
He organized that.
Goat. September Days. What's the update on that? How are we looking?
There's a lot of confidential. I've broken a lot of NDAs recently, so I can't speak too much on it. But it'll be a good one. It'll be something for the books.
What is this? What is this you speak of?
It's basically like extension of Athfest. From what I understand, is Aubrey Entertainment, and then they pick another nonprofit that proceeds go to, and that's the nonprofit that I internship for, which is the
Okay.
Good Mood Fund. and they help artists or touring artists in financial crisis get grants and money for things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Been doing a lot of sponsorship, press work for them.
Weird.
Lineup goes crazy. Lineup goes nuts.
I wish I had more involvement in that. That was mostly Drew and Troy. But yeah, it was nuts. It's going to be legendary. It's a huge weekend to be an Athens music nerd. Everyone say hi to Cash.
Hey, Cash.
Cash, say something.
That sounded so good in the headphones. Who's a cute little boy? Have you seen the lineup for September Days?
No, I didn't even know about it.
Shit goes crazy. Give him the rundown.
Okay, so it's 2-day festival at Southern Brewing. Friday we got Flip Turn and Hotel Fiction headlining, and then I believe I'm gonna butcher this, but it's like Hefner, Wim, Well Kept, Can in the Boxes, Vision Video, Neighbor Lady, Soccer Mommy, I believe. A bunch of like normal town bands. It's gonna be a big day to be a local.
Cool.
Yeah.
Normal Town Band lineup for sure. Plus, like, I don't consider Wham a Normal Town Band, but pretty dope though. Pretty sick. Yeah. Jackson, excuse me. If you could see JBB play with any band, 2 bands, what 3-band lineup should Josh Bennett Band be playing with? Is what I'm wondering. On the rooftop.
This Cam and Florida Man, I feel like goes really well together. It seems like it makes a lot of sense. And I wish I was there, but the picture I see in the warehouse where everyone was wearing dresses and like all dressed funny, and then like everyone got on stage, that looked like it just worked really well.
Oh yeah. That was so fun.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I would say just keep rocking
that
with
was a
that.
good line.
I think that's a good idea, especially since it was a summertime thing. Like,
Yeah, they did.
Just
You said
a
175 tickets?
yeah,
Pitch it as Florida Man headlining, and they might just let you guys do downstairs.
that's quite the possibility.
They've already done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would work, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to put everybody on, man. Nobody listens to me, Jackson. I'm always telling Wim's goddamn ticketed event every 2 weeks this summer. I'm like, bro, you might want to hold on to those. You might want to hold on.
Yeah.
You guys know Garrett Chiramonte?
Yeah.
Goat.
Yeah, I like Garrett.
He's just whooping Jackson's ass on a daily basis. Give Garrett a message on the mic.
I'm coming for you. You don't got much longer. No, it's all love though. It's very like, I wouldn't even call it competition, but like he keeps me motivated. I like the kid. Yeah.
Let's go. Pull your chair forward a little bit. I'm scared you're out of frame. Here we go. All right. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about when Jackson walked in? Let's get the train rolling. If you think of any questions for the boys, just holler at me. Actually, I've got some user questions for you guys. Hold on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. I got
I like
you guys.
this. I'm excited for this.
Somebody texted me, said, "Call me back." Hold on.
Call
brother.
me maybe.
What'd you say?
Has anyone else pulled up so far?
No, dude, it's just been us booing. This is the template. I was telling Rip that this is the literally the template for doing this on a Thursday night at like 10 p.m. Do you know what I'm saying? Like actually telling people to come watch, if that makes sense. Because today I was like, maybe I should tell people to come watch. And then I was like, it's too late. You know what I mean? But anyways, here we go. Hold on. Fellas, I got some questions for you. Hold. Okay. I think this is a Drew Young Thomas podcast reference from him. He says, "Is there only one Bigfoot?"
No, there's not. There's many.
There's more
In
than
my
one.
opinion.
How about let's go around the way? What do you have? One or no?
No, there's more than one.
Okay.
There's multiple kinds.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just want to know if there's more than one. Like you're saying there's different species of them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It goes deep. Yeah.
Okay.
If there's at least one, there's definitely more than one. I'll leave it at that.
It's a good theory. Good theory.
I mean, which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's several Bigfoots out there, or Sasquatches.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't know, man.
What do you think? You think it's one?
No, that's probably several.
Okay.
What if there's none? What if both answers are wrong?
There'd be millions of people that have lied about it.
Very
Which
true.
would be crazy.
Very true. Very true. All right, here we go. Robert King asked, "What were some of the harder things you learned from this past tour?" Good question, Robert. Thank you very much. Love Robert. He's a guy.
Sleep and eat when you can.
Good tip.
Yeah, I mean, life's tough.
Get on with it.
Learn to appreciate things a lot more. They're a lot harder to find.
Appreciate what? What do you mean?
Sleep, food, shelter,
Air conditioning.
air
Air
conditioning.
conditioning is like number one.
Air conditioning.
Greens, vegetables, stuff
What
like
you
that.
think are the basic things? Oh, yeah.
Jackson?
Wait, y'all were camping a lot from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
How'd that go? Was there any like mishap on the campsite?
Man, you'll have to hear it from this
Oh,
because we
fuck.
went through the whole thing. There was one big one, and then another one. I will tell you, there was monkeys in our camp.
Monkeys.
Like they came in and stole our snacks. We had Pucky in the bottom of a milk crate. They had to like fiddle their little fingers into the milk crate, pulled it out, opened it up, took the Pucky, left the trash, and ran away.
And there was a bear at another campsite.
Oh, yeah, I
300
forgot about that
pound
one. Was
Bear,
definitely
black bear,
300-pound black bear, huge.
Was it like encroaching on y'all, or it kept a distance?
We were in
was
a cabin
80 yards
luckily
away.
that night.
That's too
Yeah.
many yards, or not enough yards.
It was tearing up someone else's tent because they left out food.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Luckily, they
be
went in
careful.
there.
Wait, but how is there a monkey in North America?
They
Was the
got
monkey
released.
named Garrett?
Yeah, they escaped from Tarzan, like the movie, like for real, for real.
Is this already an inside joke though?
No,
This has already been
look it up.
discussed.
You'll see it on Google. Like it's mainly macaques, and they carry herpes that can kill humans. But they also have chimpanzees. You won't find on the internet chimpanzees, but that's what was fucking around with us for sure.
Where are we all at? Chattanooga or something?
Okay.
Ocala, Florida.
Oh yeah, it gets wild down there.
There's
If
everything
it's not
in
anywhere
Florida.
else, yeah.
It's like Australia down there. It's like the Australia of America.
That's the wild west of Florida.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. There's 0 rules down there. I respect that. He said this had an inside joke talking about the monkeys. I was like, tell him about the herpes thing. Tell him about the herpes. Tell him what they got, Josh. I ain't got a mic. Tell him what they got. All right, here we go. Next question.
Wait, actually no, I just remember. My aunt had a cat that had herpes, but it was more like the flu. It just always had the flu. Jamie's gonna have to fact check me on that later, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, young Jamie.
Jamie will check you in that. Jamie, pull that up. Sorry, piggybacking off that, I didn't realize animals could get it. So that's good to know. Keep my distance. All right, somebody said any annoying crowd encounters, like someone smacking them while they're playing, or the typical Freebird.
Freebird all the time.
Freebird all time.
I don't think we had a single show where we didn't hear the words Freebird.
I bet you guys get it a lot because, like, not that it's up you guys' wheelhouse, but like it's a little more realistic of you guys playing it than like a hard rock band or something. You guys
Yeah.
get it every time.
Almost
Pretty
every
much,
time.
Yeah.
Even, but like I'd say half the time they're joking, half the time they're serious.
Yeah. Interesting. You ever considered playing it?
Rarely. Like if you're like if anyone were to wave a bunch of money in my face like
Yeah.
that, I might be like, Chase, pop a solo off real quick.
I think the rule in Nashville is $100 for Freebird, something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I could enforce that, but places we play are $5. I'd be pretty happy if somebody gave me a $5. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I
Anyways.
don't know. I don't like selling out like that.
All right. Any annoying? I'm not a fucking sellout.
Until you
James.
pay me enough.
All right. Any other annoying crowd encounters from anybody? Anything in particular? Maybe just as a whole, even like when
There
you
was
guys
this
play.
one girl that got up on stage at Smith's and like grabbed the mic and was like, "I'm making a toast," and everyone's like, "What?"
Get this bitch off the stage.
And I was like, looking at her, I'm like, "We're trying to play music."
take a hint.
Yeah.
What she ended up toasting to?
I don't even know. She just goes like, "Josh Bennett Band," or some shit. I don't know. Just jumped off stage. That was weird. But
I don't understand why the jump on thing stage keeps happening. I don't know if you guys saw the video of it's like DaBaby or somebody. Did anybody see the video that went viral this week of that guy getting pushed off the stage? Like literally like might have broke his neck. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's crazy.
about? Yeah, like straight up like launched this guy a good 10 yards. And it was like, I mean, I get what like that's fucked up almost, but like I was like, why do people keep getting on stage? Like you see what happens.
Figure that shit out eventually.
It wasn't at like some like bar show or anything. It was like a festival with like a walkout stage, and somehow this dude had got onto like the walkout thing and the catwalk, and his security guard just came through, just like decked him off it, and like he like hit the barricade like in the front of the stage. It was nuts.
Man. I bet that didn't feel good.
I mean, just don't do that.
Yeah. It's that simple.
I just don't understand why it's a thing. Like, what would I don't think I've ever been like, you know what I'm gonna do? Get on stage right now at an arena show, at a festival. Anyways, all right, let's keep moving. Jeffrey said asked him about Dothan, Alabama. We already covered that. Oh, it's that dog, Jeffrey. Hold on. Jay Cherry. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it's like
You had to be there. All right. Oh my gosh. Jay Cherryoli said best stop on tour. You had to pick one.
Has this not been covered already?
No, it hasn't. Sorry, I'm slacking on my questions. I'm just kidding. Questions been fire.
I'd say either Cedar Key or Warehouse, if Warehouse is considered.
Yeah.
I'd say one of those
Definitely
two.
Warehouse if
That's
that counts.
nuts.
Yeah.
Or Smithsville Bar. Smithsville's good too.
I love
It's a hard one to call. There's
Those
definitely...
three are my three favorites for sure. So it's hard to put one at the top, but Smithsville Bar.
Nice. I'm honestly surprised that Warehouse was as good as it was for you guys, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of think the Warehouse fucking blows. Like I've frequently said that on here. Yes,
Yeah.
literally
Really?
like one of I don't understand why anybody plays
Smith's the
there.
Warehouse.
Yeah, no, that's literally like probably my two favorite least venues on the planet. Not hating on them personally, but kind of personal. I just don't like. I don't know how to explain it, but the fact that you guys got 175 people in there, you guys are up. Like, that's great in the summer at Warehouse.
Yeah, and Warehouse, we were working with David, who we had been working with the entire tour anyway.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing sound guy, and now we're back to his room.
Yeah.
So he's already learned how to make us sound good, and he already knows how to make the room sound good.
Oh, I bet
And we
that's
had
fire.
that fantastic lineup with us, so it was just
Yeah.
everything really coming together perfectly there.
Jackson, I told him next up, rooftop, same lineup,
Yeah.
sold out.
They'll end up downstairs.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Do it during the fall, yeah.
They did 175 in the summer. Do it on the roof, baby. I'm excited for y'all. Y'all need to make that happen.
I think that's probably the move.
I'm talking none of those damn play boards head every week. Like I'm talking about you guys book the rooftop in September on September 17th, the first Thursday of the semester, and you guys sell that motherfucker out in advance. Let them move y'all down.
That sounds like a good idea. Like if we're gonna do that, it's probably gonna have to be like a couple months from now.
Yeah,
because I want
of
to
course.
promote it like hell. Like,
Ticket sales, promo run, posters, all that shit. You know this.
that
That's
sounds
just
fun.
my advice. I'm trying to help everybody out,
That
man.
sounds
Trust
fun.
me. I'm not steering you. I'm not steering you wrong. I'm just
No,
trying to keep you guys going.
I
We
believe
want
you
it,
for
yeah.
sure. That's that's been our top goal pretty much. In
Honestly,
Athens,
dude,
at least. You know.
love 40 watt, love 40 watt. It doesn't really make sense to do it instead of the rooftop anymore. If you think about it. Think about it. You do 400 tickets at 40 watt. What does it do for you? I mean, it's awesome, great, fantastic, but it's not going to get you downstairs if that makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? You do 400 tickets on the rooftop, you're already downstairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Presuming
Yeah.
your goal is getting downstairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What fills out the Georgia Theater? Like what is a full room in there? Probably like 1,000
Downstairs? I think, yeah.
400.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, what's a and plus upstairs? Or I mean, I guess the balcony is that? I've never even been up there, so I don't know how big it is.
It's kind of cramped.
900 total. Okay.
Yeah.
They do shows as just downstairs shows, and if they have to open up the upstairs, then great. So when Hotel Fiction did it, they literally built it as just a downstairs show, expecting them to sell 300-400 tickets. You know, that's packed for downstairs, and they did 600, I think, something like that. Like there was people upstairs. Yeah,
So if I'm pitching to them that like I did 310 at 40 watt, like
That's a
there
great
it's going
pitch.
to be more.
yeah,
Probably since it is the theater. Like everyone wants to see the
100%.
first time at the theater.
100%.
Like so.
Yeah, tell them you want to do a downstairs show. Try it with no upstairs, and if you sell more than downstairs, they'll open it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It doesn't make sense to me anymore to play 40 watt, or like it makes sense to play there, but like to an extent. Do you get what I'm saying, right? Does that make sense?
40 watt shows can be sick, and I love the 40 watt. But like I get what you're saying. If you're trying to get downstairs, it is more what's the word, like insightful, I guess, to the staff there. Like if you can pack out the rooftop, they're like, okay, like we can easily transition this downstairs. Versus like at the 40 watt, I feel like has a pretty built-in crowd already. Right, and like a rooftop show doesn't necessarily have a built-in crowd, so like if you can draw people there, it is a lot more meaningful, I think.
How much sells out the rooftop?
How many do you sell? 200, he says. I'm gonna be his interpreter.
That's what I was saying.
200 groupies, he said.
200 groupies.
That's what I'm saying though. 200 ain't that many. Like you guys have done 200 twice. You almost did 200 in the summer. Fucking stop playing 41 and where else do the rooftop? That's just my advice for you guys.
No, yeah, I appreciate
what
it.
do I know?
I agree.
I think so. Just what I'm saying. But anyways, not to get hung up on that too long. What is coming up for you guys in the fall? Like, have you thought any that far ahead yet? I know you guys just came up tour, so you got to be tired and all. Like, was there?
We're on a slight break.
Yeah, as you should be.
Till probably August starts. Because
Yeah.
Gabe's not going to be back till August anyway, from Chile.
This isn't even a question, but No Concern and the Interlude are so hard. I love Interlude.
Yeah.
Is it called just Interlude, or is there that shit is hard. I really appreciate that song.
That's good.
That's
Thank
Chase
you.
wrote that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chase. We miss you.
Yeah, Chase got like nails in his tires. 3 nails.
Flat
Like someone
tire.
placed them there, or he drove over something.
I'd imagine he drove
Recklessly.
over them, but like if someone did that, I'll find them.
Yeah, we're gonna find you.
I'll give you my notes on the album. All right, you guys want to hear them?
Okay, yeah.
I wrote No Concern. Great fucking hook. Great hook. I don't know lyrically. I don't know what I was thinking there. Great hook. Agreed.
No concern.
Be Mine. I wrote great single. Interlude. Sounds like a Chase song. Album listen. Love it.
100%.
Agreed. Agreed with Jackson there. Endless Race. I wrote tempo shift / vibe shift goes crazy. When you guys switch it up, it goes nuts. It goes nuts. Is it tempo change?
Yeah.
It's faster,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
bet. I wrote key solo goes nuts, or keys goes nuts. Little backing vocals on there. Who's singing those?
On Endless Race?
Yeah.
That's
At least I wrote it.
Mia Hill and Garrett Gray.
Gray.
Coach.
Yeah.
Do you know Garrett Gray? He's the man. He's the man. Anyways, Tasty. Nice. Also wrote that.
Tasty.
Okay, Be Mine reprise. Chase singing a little while?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a little duet, if you will.
Nice. And you come in towards the end. Come in towards the end, right?
Yeah, Andrew and Chase wrote that.
Oh, nice. Okay. And why is it the reprise? It's related, same. Technically.
We knew we wanted a slow song on the album.
Yeah.
And so we had How It Goes, and we had the idea of doing a reprise, and we couldn't decide between the two, so we just did both.
Did both.
And
Respect.
yeah.
Love it. I wrote vocals sound genuine, not very much processing, like just a good vocal sound. Chest singing sounds fucking great.
Rather raw.
I guess that's both of you two. Good to know. You know, this young man mixed the whole
He
thing.
makes my voice sound good.
Yeah.
It's great.
I was very impressed with that. It sounded super professional,
you.
doesn't it?
you.
Jackson, notes on the album?
I like it. Josh, your voice is like has such a raspy like quality to it. I really enjoy that. And then Interlude, I don't know what about it, but I just played that song like over and over again. Yeah, like I wish I could keep track.
I gotta,
But,
I gotta
no-
step out. I gotta go add more to my parking meter out there.
Oh, no, you're good. I think
We
they
have a
stopped,
parking situation.
like right around now.
9 or 10.
It's
we'll wrap like 10 or 15.
it's
We're probably fine.
but they stop it. They
No,
stop
I
checking
just
around.
Dude, you know if you get
Don't wanna
tickets,
get
you
a
can just
speeding
throw them
ticket.
away. I literally just been throwing them away.
Yeah,
like,
it sound like you
swear.
didn't get it.
I'm for real.
I
Like
don't
you-
consent to this ticket.
There's what is it? Somebody I think it was Jeff. Jeff don't know what he's talking about, but like I think it was Jeff. That told me, I love you, Jeff. Maybe it was him. Maybe I'm telling him wrong, but that like it's something to do with not like Athens, Clark County or something. That it's like another company, and that you literally can just throw them away and nothing happens. And I've been throwing them away for years.
Really?
He's literally right. Like
No, you're.
I swear. I'm not even kidding, bro.
For years.
Have you been pulled
see.
over in between that?
No.
See, that's what it might add up. That's what it might
That's-
follow
yeah.
you.
I just don't think so.
You might have
You might have a warrant
a
out for
fucking
you.
like
Yes,
yeah,
Jameson.
felonious parking at this point.
That's what I'm saying is that somebody told me that the ticket company is not the same as the Athens police company. Does that make sense? Like you know,
makes sense.
You know how like the when you drive through a four and they've got the lights up, those aren't run by like just the police in the town. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
like nobody's gonna pull you over and be like, "You're the guy that blew that red light, and we sent you the ticket in the mail." You know what I'm saying? That it's like a different company. I'm just saying. I've been throwing them away for years. If I get pulled over, we'll look this back up, and they'll be like, "All right, James can
They might
got
put you
busted."
behind bars.
Interesting.
Well, the stuff with
Podcast
the
from
mail.
jail will be sick.
That'd be wicked, bro. All right, what were we talking about? I got distracted.
The album.
Parking, right?
Don't pay your tickets, kids. What the fuck are we talking about? Two or something? Maybe nothing. Do you
You're
guys
just talking about the album. Your
Yeah,
thoughts on the
okay.
album,
We were
yeah,
getting thoughts on
pretty
the
much.
album. Thoughts on the album. Yeah, Interlude Rides. Do you guys have a favorite song each on the album?
I'd still go with No Concern for
No
me.
Concern?
Yeah,
The opening track, right?
yeah.
Yeah, word.
Very first one.
Either Up in the Smokies or Be Mine Reprise.
Yeah. Singles, man. Oh, no. Reprise.
The
Gotcha.
Reprise, yeah.
Reprise. Work.
Packed My Bags is very slept on.
Okay.
But my favorite
Yeah,
ever is
true.
Be Mine.
Be Mine Rides. Be Mine Rides. Something about Josh not being on Interlude vocally just really does it for me.
It's a good little break. It's a good break.
I'm just kidding. All right, if you guys could play with any band that you haven't played with locally, who would you want to play with?
I want to say one thing quick about the interlude. It goes straight into Endless Race. Listen to them back to back.
Back to back.
But
Good tip.
Camp.
Camp? Band
Camp,
Beethoven?
Yeah.
CAAMP. Camp.
Okay.
They're fire.
I
That's
don't
how
know.
I like.
Should I
That's
know?
what got me into like banjo and some rock and roll.
Okay. How about you down there?
That was my answer also.
Nice.
Yeah.
Locally, I would say Springhouse probably.
Oh, you said
Oh,
locally?
yeah.
Ooh, you
Said
guys at
locally?
Springhouse, that
Yeah.
would work pretty good.
Oh yeah, for
That'd
sure.
be a lot of fun.
I think you guys in Granville would be pretty good. I saw Granville this weekend.
We've been chatting a little bit. We've been chatting a little bit.
I know what y'all chatting about. I know what y'all
I-
talking.
You know
I
what
know
we're
what y'all
chatting
talking
about.
about. I know
You
what
know
y'all
what we're
talking-
chatting about.
I know
just
what y'all
waiting. I'm
talking
just
about.
waiting. I'm waiting on my time to
Word.
just be ready to go. I'm always ready. So.
Good for y'all, man. Good for y'all. That would be sick. I know their manager actually kind of likes y'all. I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all know.
Jake.
Yeah, Jake's the
Yeah,
fucking man.
Jake is super
Me and
cool.
Jake got
Yeah.
an interesting conversation on the phone today because, so you guys know Bradley Logan Crosby? Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? So Bradley Logan Crosby is a country singer in town. He's really good, nice kid. Very country though, like country, like mainstream country kind of vibe. Yeah, he's got like fucking 80,000 followers on TikTok, like a ridiculous amount.
Dang.
So he's going on this show called Claim to Fame. It's like an ABC show. It's like hosted by like Nick Jonas or what's the
snap.
the shitty Jonas brother? Which one?
Nick and Frankie Jonas are the hosts of the show.
So I'm watching it last night and like I'm hyped because I'm like, all right, this is good. This is good for the show. You know what I mean? It's a good look. Jake told me in advance that he changed his name to Logan Crosby. He's not going by Bradley anymore. It's like I updated all the shit, and last night the podcast goes fucking nuts. Like it's getting crazy views overnight because people watch the fucking TV show on ABC and they're looking it up.
Nice,
I'm hyped
dude.
today. So the whole show is based around the people on the show having a secret. So claim to fame. Each person has a secret. Bradley's secret we talk about within 10 minutes on the podcast. So today Jay calls me and he says that they're, well, I probably shouldn't even talk. Nah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, they're like that ABC is pissed at them, like lawsuit stuff on like there's supposed to be a secret kind of stuff. That I
Because
need-
of your podcast?
that I need to take it down because Taste of Country, like one of the biggest country music websites today, post this and they tag it. You know, it's like who's his relative, whatever. And at the bottom they tag fucking hold on.
Anonymous interviewer.
Yeah. It says cousin. Crosby might be related. If you're still unconvinced, watch this old interview. Major spoiler when Crosby flat out told an interviewer who his cousin is. You click on the fucking link and it's us. It's us, baby. We're up.
Let's go. That's
We're
huge, dude. Good stuff.
It tickles me that Nick Jonas might have heard Jameson's voice at some point. It's so funny to me, and the fact that there's like someone at like a country magazine just combing through his podcast, like looking for breadcrumbs.
And Nick be like, dude, this podcast sucks, bro. But anyways, I think the verdict is that we're going to take it down. I think I'm gonna help Bradley and them out because.
Dang, man.
Yeah, but like we're gonna take it down until the show's over and bring it back. But like we got some crazy views for
Can
the
you
night.
like suspend it or something
asked
like
Jake-
on Instagram? Like you can like take them
I know
away
what
and
you
put
mean.
them back.
I asked Jake if I could take out all the parts where he talks about who his cousin is, which was like what they're worried about. You know, is it supposed to be a secret? That's like the whole pitch of the show. Each contestant has a famous relative. You know, and this one is a pretty big one, honestly.
Yeah, didn't it say in the article?
It literally, yeah, it does. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, and like literally, Rip knew who his cousin was. Like today, when I told Rip had already heard from Bradley. It's like it's no secret. So I'm like, I don't really want to take this down that bad, but love Jake,
I know, and now
Kenny.
it has a little link to you too on that article.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I was in there like I was like tagging my merch in the comments and shit. I was like, this is it, Mom. We're about to blow up in this bitch. I was like,
Let's
Mom,
go.
this is it, man. Lamborghinis and mink coats after this. Taste the Country shouted us out. But I imagine not that much of that. But I appreciate Jake for letting me know and everything because we had like a whole plan for it. He let me know that his name was changing and like Jake's the fucking man. That's what I'm saying. But
Cool.
we're gonna do him a favor and take it down. I think for the most part for now.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my rant. That's my claim to fame right now. I was in Taste of Country, old interviewer. That's what they refer to me as. So we're up right now. We're up.
Way up.
Moves.
I love that.
All right.
I love that a lot.
All right, let's get closing notes. We're 2 hours deep. 2 hours 10 minutes. Thank y'all for
Sure.
hanging around, man. I hope y'all had a good time. Y'all enjoy it.
Oh
yeah.
Thank you so much to Clark's for having us. Had an absolute blast here. Thanks to everybody for just hanging with us. If you made it this far, we're proud of that. These Aperol Spritz are incredible. If anybody's looking for somewhere to play, Clark's is the move. We're sitting on the stage right now. Had some incredible shows here. Jackson, you seen some good shows here?
Graduation night with the A team changed my life.
That was just a banger. You guys should play here, honestly.
Yeah.
You guys should sneak something in
Sweet.
after the damn rooftop. After the rooftop, damn it.
Dude, thanks for having us, bro.
Dude,
Like,
thank y'all for
thank
coming on,
you.
man.
Yeah, it's
It
been
was
awesome
fun.
to be here.
Anytime.
Since
Thank y'all.
I did that one with you last year, I've just been dreaming of coming back because I love talking to you and like you have the best questions.
Thank
you
you,
know,
man.
And
I
it's
appreciate
just
that.
super fun to like be able to share
Yeah.
with people like our thoughts because we share our music all the time, but our thoughts get lost sometimes. So
Yeah, and it can be the X factor on somebody really being a fan, you know. Like you can listen to somebody's music and not completely get them, you know, but like if you made it this deep into this podcast, you're probably a JBB fan. You probably
Still
a
listening
real
for
fan.
some reason.
yes, exactly. So, dude, yeah, thank y'all for coming on. I'm excited to see what y'all do. I hope any of the advice registers. I hope, thank you guys for any advice you gave me. I appreciate it. It's good. Very interesting. Do you guys have any closing notes you want to tell the camera? Anything you wanted to get across in this show?
miss you, Gabe and Chase.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Aw,
the
yeah.
that's the
damn,
thing is
damn,
I
I'm
want
sad.
them. I want them too. I want them on.
In the thumbnail, can you Photoshop his face?
I can. Yeah. Let's get the thumbnail right now. Everybody give a wave. All right. Everybody smile. I'm putting Gabe's face over Jackson. So all right, sweet.
And I always say